Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, this is the first time I've done this intro. Welcome to Dummies and Disasters, World of Shattered Sun. Hello, 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 hello. Hope you're having a lovely Monday today. I am your humble Dumble Master, the one and only Pooty Pastry, Fire Tart, joined by my lovely cast of Intrepid Adventurers. Say hi, Intrepid Adventurers.
Hi, Intrepid Adventurers.
Thank you, thank you. We are joined by the CG, the Joe Mojos, the Wolfstalker 16s, the J Frost 747s, and the Wicked River 97s. We unfortunately do not have Punk tonight, which is understandable because Punk, over the weekend, on Saturday, drove 6 hours to come see me and River, who were hanging out, drove back 6 hours the next day, and then had a rough day at work today. So they're taking a bit of time off, taking a bit of time to themselves, which we totally understand. And they will hopefully be back here next week. But, do we want to roll test rolls?
Yeah.
Test rolls. I'll go first. 2.
11. Oh
11.
Yeah.
11.
All of the ones.
12.
6.
11. When and when?
Wait,
Jamie.
hold on.
Jamie.
Hold on. We need to get the we need to get the almighty Diana test roll.
I already did. It was a 2.
Yep.
Oh fuck. The Toshi test roll.
Actually, I'm going to real quick. I got
There's
my Pop Funko of Xanathar the Beholder in the mail today, so I'm going to roll that D20 and see how it rolls.
Oh, nice. You're the D20 you ordered with that bonus Funko Pop.
Yes.
Wait, isn't there also like a Tiamat Funko Pop coming out?
Is there? I haven't heard of it.
Yeah. Hold on. 1 second.
For everyone curious, I'm not using this this D20 today, but I did get a 16 on it.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you're totally right. There's a Tiamat one coming out. Wow,
Oh,
it's $25. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna
only
need
$25.
Is 6 inches tall and it's $25. And it comes with a D20.
I'm gonna need that for reasons.
It
Yeah,
comes out,
I wonder
shit.
why you would want that.
It comes out on the 29th.
Same day as Fizbins. Well, I'll be damned.
It is
What a coincidence!
2021 New York Comic Con exclusive, according to this.
To hell with that. I could buy this on GameStop.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Just gonna
Before
save
we get
that for later.
before we get started, I'm gonna go grab water real quick.
Do it. How's everybody doing today? Everybody having a good day?
Well, I had
I was
a
about to say,
great
not
weekend.
everyone speak up at once.
I got to feed my friends an obscene amount of food.
Oh god, yeah, you did.
Food. Feed me.
God. What was it? Saturday night we had smoked salmon, smoked chicken, smoked mac and cheese. A lot of smoked things. There was a lot of smoke in our food. Corn and the fucking blueberry fat dumpy cake.
Smoked cheese every day.
Smoked cheese.
Damn it! Right, you beat me by 2 seconds.
But I do hope everyone's having a good day. How about we get started, huh?
Indeed.
Allow me to find some music to kick us off. Let's see. Let's go with. Let's start with some of this. Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Hit him with one of these.
Hit him with one of these when a gangster's all up in your fly, girl. Last time. Last time. You changed the map. Last time. Amongst the blood and ice of Mount Doomhorn, you all squared off against the hive mind creature that had been responsible for the recent creature outbreak, as well as the deaths of a research crew that came to investigate the civilization that you guys had stumbled upon, quote unquote, After defeating it, you all acquired the Bow of Ida, which was your original objective, and Kieran performed a ritual to clear the, quote, tainted atmosphere that had taken hold of the civilization. You all then ascended to the peak, helping Kieran complete her objective of putting her mother's spirit to rest. You all summoned Eisenareth again to return you back to Mortardeep, where, inside the city borders, most of you took the opportunity to go and rest. Meanwhile, Ravon and Corvin took a pit stop at the Mortardeep Research and Rescue Association to explain to them what they had found, as well as receive some potentially interesting information. Afterwards, you all gained the benefit of a long rest. We now wake up the next morning. You guys have all gotten up, you've all have had your breakfast, kind of gotten your bearings a bit more, and we come into the scene, come back into play, with you guys saying goodbye to Kieran, who is currently getting ready to head back home to the nearby village of Chrono, which is not on the map. But you'll just have to believe me.
You just gotta believe.
But she is currently gathered up her things. You guys have all kind of gathered together to say your goodbyes. She looks to you all and she goes, "Hey, I honestly can't thank you all enough again for helping me with this, and well, I guess I've got a few stories to tell, huh?"
Well, a few stories with some things left out. He
Oh,
kinda gave
yes, of
her a
course.
very knowing look.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring up that flesh wall monster either.
No,
That doesn't seem like polite conversation talk.
no, not at all.
I mean, I was talking about everything with them. So, yes.
She kind of lowers her sleeve and shows off the bandages that are still around her arms, and she goes, "My plan was to just, if anybody asked, was to tell them that this was the result of a Yeti attack."
Good. 10 of them, about, I don't know, 7 feet tall. You saved us all. You were the hero. Or something.
She kind of smiles at that. Sure. But again, thank you all. And if you ever find yourselves near Chrono or in the area, or if you even just need me for anything, well, there are plenty of ways to get into contact with me.
Oh yeah, we have someone who can do the talking long distance. Looks over to Corvin.
Corvin, who remains quiet.
I said waves. Ah, fuck, my mic didn't pick it up.
Oh, no,
Oops.
it didn't.
Well, fuck.
You're good, man.
He was busy with a message.
What?
Sorry, what was that?
Sorry, I was trying to send a message to. Alright, I'll be over here.
I was talking to my hot girlfriend. My hot pirate girlfriend.
She lives in a different country. Don't look her up.
Listen, not a whole lot of people can say that.
True. But unless anybody else has anything to say to Kieran.
Kieran?
Yes.
Foot just kind of walks over and kind of just offers a handshake and says, "I'm glad we could help you. And I'm glad you accomplished what you set out to do. It's rare to get such a thing where you accomplish your life goals, or major goals such as this at least."
She takes the extra step and she actually steps in and hugs you. And
This happens a lot. And she will return the hug.
she goes, "And I couldn't have done it if I hadn't met you guys."
Aww. Foot returning the hug. "If you don't mind my asking, what do you plan to do now?"
I don't know. As scary as it was, I had a lot of fun adventuring getting out there, seeing what wonders this world has. Maybe after I go home and see my brother and my dad, maybe I'll go out and explore, maybe form an adventuring party of my own. I don't know, but I think seeing the world sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a nice idea, at least, in retrospect.
Yeah, this world's pretty cool. It's got a lot of great stuff in it. Hey, Tart.
Yes.
Real quick question.
Okay.
There was a adventurers guild back in Dragon's Reach.
Yes.
It's not global, is it? It's not like a global institution.
Not really. Like, there are definitely some adventuring guilds that are more famous than others, but those names kind of usually stop at the borders. They don't go too far past that. In fact, roll me a history check real quick.
Oh boy. Here I go being smart.
Use the big brain.
What do my lizard brain think?
With an 8, you think you can recall mention of a adventurers guild here in Waterdeep, actually. You don't quite remember much about it, but you could have sworn you heard that there was one.
Well, if you're looking for kind of a more direct way to see the world, I think there's an adventuring guild in town.
Yeah, I think I remember that. I'll definitely consider it. Yeah. I might consider making the trip down to Yorm as well. Maybe hit up the adventure guild down there. Might be a bigger, maybe more opportunity. I don't know.
Well, I hope you find brain fart. I hope you find the opportunities that you deserve.
Yeah, me too. Which, by the way, if you guys don't mind me asking, where are you all headed for now?
I think we're gonna Flick kind of looks at the rest of the party. I think we were gonna head back to home base, right?
I wanted to kind of talk to whoever in charge of the treasury for something peculiar that led to the events of the recent.
Oh, so I guess we're gonna be staying in town for a little bit longer.
Well, where mentioned your home base. Where are you guys originally from? Sorry,
Oh,
I'm being curious.
that's a loaded question for me.
Majority, well, we kind of come from all over. Majority of us are from, well, is it even majority of us? I don't know. Some of us are from, brain fart, I forgot the name of the continent.
That's okay, because above game she means where did your party come from?
Oh, okay. Well, I was kind of getting to that, but we come from kind of all over, but we've been making base in Dragon's Reach.
Let's see if she can recognize where that is. Hold on. Okay. She goes, that's the capital of Asterius, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And you can see she kind of ponders for a moment. That's... And you see she kind of gets that little, like, shy look of, like, she wants to ask a question, but she doesn't know she should.
Does
Go
Sarah?
ahead.
What was that, Corbin?
Go ahead.
Well, it just honestly kind of sounds like an opportunity. But I should probably go see my dad and brother, but man, that's tempting.
Both.
Well-
Towards Dragon's Reach. Nothing's stopping you.
I don't know. Like, I would probably want, if I were you, I would definitely want to see. Foot hesitates a little bit. I definitely want to see my family again, at least to let them know I'm safe.
Yeah, no, I definitely need to go home first. But who knows, maybe I'll reach out to you guys later and see if maybe you can, give me a ride. She says, throwing up air quotes.
Well, how long do you think it'll take you to get back to your hometown?
Weather providing, maybe a week.
So, in about 2 weeks, why don't we have Corbin send you a message, see if you're ready, and we can maybe come back and pick you up?
I mean, I won't say no. That sounds really nice, actually.
Corbin, you okay with that?
Oh, yes, more than happy to send something.
Of course, the people who kind of, let us get to and from, we kind of have to ask them first.
Give you
Yeah,
some time. I'm
of
figuring
course.
this
I
out.
don't want to impose or anything. I don't know. I guess I'm looking for opportunity now.
Corbin will kind of take out of his bag, kind of twiddle this diamond-encrusted chalk. Give you some time. I'm figuring it out.
All right.
So
I
you're
forgot
handing
you were-
you're handing her the chalk?
No, that's my only stick.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot what the chalk was for, admittedly.
Yeah, I am not even like she'll reach for it. He'll just pull back. No. Puts it right back in his jacket. No.
Well, that was a little bit rude, Corbin.
I need it.
That one's on me. I thought it was an offer. I'm sorry.
Once you get a bit more experienced, components become a bit of a money suck.
Oh, I can imagine. But regardless, I should get out on the road while the sun is high up in the sky. Hopefully there's no bad weather on the road. But thank you all again, and hopefully I see you all soon.
It was nice. It was nice meeting you. I look forward to seeing you again.
She kind of smiles, does like a gentle bow for your group. And Kieran Carlisle leaves the tavern you guys have been staying at and begins making her way back to her hometown. So my question now is, what do you guys want to do?
That's what I want to do. Was there anyone else?
I guess if we're in town and if Corvin and I think Ravon had business, then we'll just kind of wander around and take in the sights.
Okay.
Sarah will go with Flip.
Okay.
I was gonna say, would Flit and Sarah want to join me? Lily wants to find a gift for for her date.
Ooh. Sure. I'd be down to help with that.
I can join in. I can't offer any money, but I can join in.
I can provide moral support.
Lily has plenty.
Endless moral support.
Okay, so Lily, Flit, and Sarah are going to explore the town a bit, get a gift for Lily's date. Corvin is going to go see if he can hunt down the president of the Treasury. Ravon, are you going to go with him?
Yes,
Okay.
I shall.
Cool. Alright, then I am going to roll a d20 to see who we do first. Let's see. Corvin, high or low?
Hi.
High? As a 19, we're going to do you and Ravon first. So, tell me what your current plan is exactly. Like, I know you want to see if you can maybe get in touch with the Treasury, but how do you want to do that? Meanwhile, I have to sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Mostly, well, my main thought was just going to like any kind of town hall, and kind of flashing the Vanity Guard badge, saying, "Hey, we're with the guard. We have reason to believe that there has been something, well, a little screwy when it comes to funding something. We just need to take a look at and see if everything's on the up and up,
Okay.
just to see if there's not any kind of discrepancies or any kind of essentially, we're here for an audit."
Oh god, we're the IRS.
You
Yes.
are the IRS.
Pay
Okay.
taxes.
So, both of you go ahead, and I'll let one of you do this with advantage if you want. Give me an investigation check to see if you can... How long it takes you to find the place you're looking for.
Investigation check. What's your investigation, Joe?
I have a 4.
Okay, yeah, you're getting that. I have a
believe
negative
Corvin
1.
has the highest investigation of the group.
Yes,
Really?
I believe so.
Weird. Anyway, rolling them bones.
We're not a big brain
16.
group.
No.
Eh. Give me time.
I heard the 16, but it took it a second to come up, so I was just waiting. Okay. It doesn't take terribly long with the city you're in. It's mapped out quite easily enough, so it doesn't take you too long to find like the main political centric building, the quote unquote town hall. And you go in there, and there is a younger dwarven man behind the counter, and he goes, "Hello, can I help you two gents?"
Yes, hello. My name is Corvin. This is my friend here. This is my friend Ravon. We are with the Vanity Guard. We have reason to
Oh.
believe that. Yes, we have reason to believe that there's been some sort of, let's just say, discrepancy amongst the Treasury about 7 or so years ago. Something about a surprise. I believe it was a refund for certain individuals. That doesn't really sit right with us.
He kind of starts stroking his beard, which he's a bit young, so it's a bit on the shorter side. He seems like a bit of an intern, TBH. He's got the younger features. His hair isn't as long as it could be, but he starts kind of stroking his beard to get a bit, and he goes, "Well, if you don't mind my asking, I might need to see a bit of proof that you all really are working with the Vanity Guard. I don't think any of us have really seen you around town before, but I can see if I could get in touch with Master Agro, see if he's busy right now."
Yep, show him the badge.
You show it off, and he kind of looks at it for a second, and he goes, "Well, I mean, it seems official enough. I mean, I am not very familiar with the Vanity Guard myself. I definitely didn't expect them to show up at our doorstep. And you can see, as he's saying this, he's kind of like getting up from his table, like, what do I do? And he goes, I'll go see if Master Agros is in. I'll be right back.
Quick, destroy all the receipts. They must never know. You spent how much at Costco?
You two
Okay, so-
kind of take a seat in the lobby, and it's a bit of a wait. It's about 10 minutes. But eventually, he comes back down with what appears to be an older Duragar man. He's got, like, the very, like, pale, almost, like, gray complexion. He's got the big, long, like, darker, almost, like, gray or white beard. And he kind of looks over at you two, and he goes, are these the two? Yes, Master Agros. They wish to speak with you. And he walks over to you two, kind of, like, ignoring what the intern's saying. And he goes, so you two are with the Vanderhill Guard? Is what I'm hearing?
Yes, we are. Show him the badge.
Kind of looks over the badge and goes, huh. Well, if you don't mind my asking, what are some international heroes doing in our fine city?
Well, we just got from Mount Doomhorn, from a research facility of the, what was that town's name again? I was on top of the mountain.
You guys actually never figured out what it was called. It seemed to be unnamed.
Okay. From some unnamed city that the Research Association was investigating from a influx of funding from the city 7 years ago. Now, there was a bit of a... Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There was a massacre up there, and we need to know where this funding came from.
As you've been talking, he's been kind of like stroking his mustache. And he goes, I see. I do apologize. These matters are quite, well, we don't like to go around discussing the matters within the Treasury, but you two seem to be good gents, and I trust your intentions. My apologies. And he kind of puts out his hand to shake your hands. Magnus Agros, at your service. And I'll put that name in the chat. Magnus Agros.
So I hate to ask. Can I insight this guy?
Yeah,
Same.
sure. Absolutely. What are you both trying to insight?
I guess overall vibe, because like, okay. At first he was like, you are who you say. Are you sure you are who you say you are? And then he's like, yeah, my mistake. Hi, how's it going? Handshake. It seemed a little too quick.
Roll insight.
Yeah, because I want to insight if this guy's like pulling a politicalized move, kind of like to try to, like how they'll say they'll do something, but we all know they're not gonna do it.
Yeah. So 8 for Corvin.
15.
15 for Rovan. Corvin, you're not quite sure how to feel about this guy. Rovan, you get the idea that he's not really putting on a face. He seems a bit on guard. He is a politician, and you get the impression that he was not off-put, but he was a bit startled when two individuals claiming to be international heroes just walked in and said, "Hey, can we look over your treasury records?" It's not necessarily a matter of him, like, worried about what you guys might find out. It seems to be more of like, oh, the fuck? Okay.
It's basically like...
He mainly seems surprised.
It's like Superman walking into a bank and asking for, like, hey...
Access to the vault?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I mean, I guess. But in terms of dishonesty, He's a politician, but he doesn't seem like he's lying to you or anything.
Doesn't seem like he's lying.
Ah, yes, the curse of DM words. It doesn't seem.
Perhaps.
Listen, he's a politician. Assume that he's lying at all points, but in this instance, the lies are not against us.
I like your funny words, manager man.
Self-preserving,
Anyway,
some would say.
yes.
Hmm.
Corvin will kind of just clasp his hand. Hello, Corvin Alakia.
Mr. Halakir and Mr.
Sionis.
Silence. Please, come this way. I can... Let's see if we can get this business sorted out. And he starts guiding you both upstairs. You all three of you go upstairs and you go into what appears to be his office. And he kind of takes a spot. He kind of takes a seat behind the table and he offers the 2 seats across from him. Please sit down. Let's see if we can clear the air, figure out what exactly you're perhaps worried about.
How big are these seats, by the way?
They're decent sized seats. It seems that they seem to be seats for individuals of really any size.
Okay. Taking a seat, having a little sip of water.
Yeah, Corvin takes a seat as well, propping his leg up on his knee.
So you all mentioned I believe the term you used was influx.
Yes, according to the Research Association here in town, a Dr. Gallahorn left about 7 years ago received a flux of funding from the city. They didn't really specify what it was or what the cause was, but we have reason to believe that it was to further the goals of, a certain individual that we've been looking after this entire time.
He is, as you're talking, he's kind of looking at you stoically, and we'll check that real quick. Okay. He looks at you and he goes, "Ah, yes, I remember the Gallahorn investigation. Dreadful thing that. I've heard rumors that one of the research team came back and said he had seen horrible things, and now he spends his evenings drinking away his sorrows, but I know about as much as anyone does, really."
That's funny you mentioned that. Do you happen to know this individual's location as well?
I'm afraid I don't. I apologize.
Kind of makes a mental note. Start asking around.
Having dealt with some of the creatures that were up there, yes, I can guarantee that would drive most sane individuals straight to the bottle.
He kind of squints when you say the term creatures.
Don't want to know.
I see. Well, regardless, yes, the city did receive an influx of funding. We received a anonymous donation of a rather significant amount. So, City Council decided it would be good to use it as a excuse for a tax return. Give the people back a little bit of money, keep morale up high. You know how it goes.
You said anonymous, correct?
Indeed. I did all the research I could, but I wasn't able to figure out who it was from. Presumably it was from one of the nobles in town, but kind of shrugs.
There was no signets, no letters, no handwriting.
He's gonna make a check real quick.
Yeah, I insight him to see if he was lying about not. About not knowing who sent it.
Sure. Roll an insight check.
Could I also roll with this?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
4.
Oh,
That one, he's lying through his fucking teeth, bro.
Other
17.
17 seems genuine. He's got. He seems to have no reason to lie to you.
I just imagine Corbin's just kind of squinting his eyes, turning his head as Bravon just looks at him and goes, no, he's okay.
No, he's good. He's cool. He's cool, man. But
He's cool, man. Don't let my partner go off the hook.
he kind of leans his head on his arm for a second, and he thinks, and he goes, "You know, I remember the coin we received. I got to see it directly, and I remember it being a bit of a older take. You see, over the years, gold," and he puts in quotes, "the gold that we use in our realm comes from a variety of metals. Primarily, what we use for gold," he says, kind of doing the fingies again, the air quotes, "is usually made out of a form of fool's gold or I guess you could say a rare material, but oftentimes it's not made of actual gold.
It's a way
However,
of keeping the mints.
Indeed. However, the shipment of gold that we received was pure in every form. And we haven't, at least here in Motordeep, we haven't seen gold that refined in maybe 50 years?
You said this came with a coin.
Yes, it was a large shipment of coin that we received as this anonymous donation. In fact,
Anything-
hold on. And he goes into his desk drawer and he pulls out a coin and he puts it on the desk. That is what we received. And then he goes into his coin purse and he pulls out another coin. Another gold coin. And you guys can see, just no check required, looking at it, one of them is clearly a higher quality than the other. The one that came from his desk is definitely more refined than the other. And he
Would you
kinda
mind-
taps the good one and he goes, "This was what we received. This it became a bit too expensive to mine and make, so around the end of the Xandarian War, we stopped making this."
But houses around here that still trade with the more refined gold.
There are a couple candidates, but I don't have any evidence to prove that claim, nor am I going to turn down a anonymous donation towards our treasury.
Forgive. Did this just come within, like, sacks? Chests?
Came in a collection of larger crates. Oddly enough, just kind of showed up in the treasury one day, which was more worrying. We thought we had a security issue, but we quickly realized nothing had been stolen.
Corbin just kind of for a little bit. So, does the name Everhart mean anything?
It's gonna roll a history check real quick. Kinda thinks for a moment and then he shakes his head. "No, I don't think I'm familiar with that."
If you do not mind.
Please, have at it.
He will put his hand out to take the the really refined gold coin.
Uh-huh. Picking it up, and just kind of looking over it, I mean, it looks, in a word, and you know this coin is at least 7 years old, 7 to 20, at least 20 years old, because of the end of the Xandarian War, and it looks pristine. The color almost seems like more saturated on this one than the other one.
If you do not mind, we would like to at least take this as a means of evidence, just to take for security measure.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright, persuasion. First time I've ever had to roll this.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, you are a paladin, so.
Hiya.
Oh,
Natural
hey.
20!
Alright, fucking silver tongue over here. Corvin, watch out.
Haha, he wishes.
I learned from the best.
He learned from the best. He kind of looks at you and he, without even thinking about it, goes, "Sure. If there's any sort of scandal that I need to worry about, I'd rather it be in your hands than mine. As for me, I can try to look into the matter a bit, but I'm afraid that this was at least 7 years ago, so I'm not quite sure how much I'll be able to really pull up."
It is fine. If you do not mind me, I would like to make a request.
And that is?
Considering with the fact that there is the assumption that it was one of the noble houses within these lands that made the donation, do you happen to have any potential guesses as to which one? Something maybe older money? Something that has been probably, if not older money, noble houses, it's maybe up and coming?
He starts thinking for a moment. Kinda shakes his head. I couldn't tell you. A lot of the noble families around here have been here for generations. There's a lot of old money in this city, and so, frankly, there aren't many that fit the bill. But, if you two really are interested, I can do a bit of research, and if I come up with anything, I can let you know.
Would be most appreciative.
Kinda nods. If there's nothing else, I do have a bit of a busy schedule.
Apologies.
That should be enough. Thank you for everything that you have given us. It's been very insightful.
Of course. Hopefully, this investigation you both performing yields fruit. And he kind of gets up, he shakes both your hands, and he escorts you two out.
Does a bow and just heads out.
Same. When we get out of the building, I would like to go probably walk with Corvin and probably go to like maybe a small little food stall to have a private chat.
Okay. Hold on to that, and I will come back to it, okay?
Okay.
Don't let me forget.
I won't.
Meanwhile, in the midst of town, we see Lily, Flit, and Sarah, as well as the cardboard cutout of Corey, out about town. What are you guys doing? Let me change the music.
Lily wants to look for a gift for her date.
Anything in particular you have in mind?
I want to look for maybe some fabric that is only local to this region.
Okay. Easy enough. You could find that at either a general store, the market district, if you go to another tailor, which she may find slightly offensive, but it's...
I can go to the market district then.
Okay. That's easy enough to do, as it's an entire district. I'm not going to make you guys roll a check for that. After a little bit, you all find the market district, which doesn't take too much effort because you guys were actually, the tavern you were staying in was actually quite close to it. But you do find the market district, and it, around this time of day, is bustling. It's quite busy.
All right, let's stick together. I don't want everyone to get lost.
Okay. I usually stick out in a crowd, though.
Flip, make me a wisdom save. This is primarily a joke.
Please.
11. You are not distracted by shinies. I wasn't gonna do anything even if you had rolled though, so don't worry. Just thought it was funny. But the three of you begin making your way through the market district, and there is a variety of goods amongst the stalls. There's fresh fruit. There seems to be survival supplies for those heading out into the cold. There's a small weapons vendor. Seems to be like an intern or assistant for the local blacksmith. There is a few food stalls, but eventually you do find a stall run by a tabaxi. This tall, pure, like, white tabaxi with bright green eyes that seems to be running a stall that sells a variety of fabrics, rugs, scarves. It seems to be quite diverse in the clothed goods that you are looking for.
Lily will make her way up. Excuse me.
They are kind of looking one way, and they hear you, and they look back, but they look at, like, eye level, and so for a second they're like, huh? And then they look down, they see you, and they go, oh, apologies. Hello there, how can I assist you?
Lily kind of tries to stand up straighter, making herself look taller.
Sarah will pick Lily up.
Straight check. And because I'm curious, because accidents can happen in the market district.
Wait, strength check you said?
Mm-hmm.
Would I still be rolling that at disadvantage?
She would still be exhausted, because long rests only take one away.
Yeah, so... how many points of exhaustion did you have before the long rest?
Before the long rest, 3.
3? Then you're down to 2. So, yes, make it with disadvantage.
Yeah. 13?
13? Okay. Easy enough. It takes a... It's like one of those goes like... But you are able to get Lily off the ground.
Lily just sighs heavily.
What? I can put you down.
I can speak for myself. I don't need you to pick me up.
So, do you want set down?
Yes, set me down.
Okay, Sarah will set her down.
Flynn, you can see the tabaxi individual behind the stall seems to just like be holding in a laugh.
Lily's face turns red and kind of brushes her hair out of her face. I'm looking for fabric that's local to this area.
Oh, well, fabrics I certainly have. Did you have anything in mind? A scarf, a rug, maybe a nice curtain?
I'm just looking for the fabric itself. I'm going on a date and
Oh, a date. Tell me about your date. Maybe I can come up with the perfect gift for you.
She's a tailor. So that's
And
why...
they stop you and they go, I see. Give me one moment. And they disappear into the giant racks of cloth behind them. And about 30 seconds later, they come back with this beautiful velvet-like satin that has this lovely, like, gold, almost like a vine that has been embroidered into it. And they go, how about this? This suit your needs? This would make for a lovely gown.
Lily looks at it and kind of a little breathless is like, it's gorgeous.
Thank you. I made it myself.
You made this? This is beautiful.
There are a few tailors here in Motordeep quite as talented as Button.
So no one's gonna point out that his name is Butt, right?
I didn't want to say anything.
I will say, because I haven't been direct about it, but this person is non-binary. Non-binary tabaxi named Button.
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 What kind of tabaxi?
Just the pure white tabaxi.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not good with cat species, so. What kind of cat is that? White? I see.
Lily speaks up. How much would you want for something like this?
Well, this is a bit different than charging for a item. And they are going to think for a moment. And by that, I mean I'm going to roll a price. Okay. They think for a moment and they go, I will give you the roll for... This is one of my final works. Let's call it 120 gold. How's that sound?
Lily looks in her and takes out her coin purse and looks. I can... You know what? She's just gonna pull out a plat and hand it over.
Okay, I will let you know though that is
No, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, as long as you know.
People underestimate how much money I have, though.
So you just hand over one plat?
And Lily's gonna say, work like yours deserves to be appreciated, and maybe this'll help be able to make even better fabrics later on.
Alright, just so I understand above game, is this a tip that you're giving them?
Yes!
Okay. I just wanted to confirm.
Yes.
They kind of give a light blush, and they go, that is incredibly kind, and they kind of pick up the platinum. You're a lovely individual. I hope you know that.
Lily's cheeks turn redder than they already were because of embarrassment. Nah, I just know when people need to be appreciated.
Well, I certainly feel appreciated. I'm going to just hold on to this, kind of just slipping it into their back pocket, and I assume you pay the rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You pay the rest, they bundle it up for you, and they even go the extra mile as they put it in this lovely gift box, wrapped up in this beautiful, like, gold wrapping paper. Like, faux gold wrapping paper. And they hand it to you and go, good luck on your date. You're going to knock them dead.
I hope
She
he doesn't
nods.
die. That would be unfortunate.
What was that, Lily?
She nods, and you can tell she's just a little bit flabbergasted.
And then they look at you two, Sarah and Flynn, and they go, is there anything I can help you two ladies with?
Sarah subtly glances at her coin purse. I think I'm okay. Thank you, though.
No offense, but I get the feeling that I'd probably just get whatever I purchase from here dirty, and it doesn't deserve that.
I appreciate the honesty. Well, if either of you have a commission, or if you want to tell your friends, you can tell them that the finest tailor in Mortal Deep is Button.
We stand Button.
We stand Button in this house. But if there is no other business, I have other customers, and I will bid the three of you a lovely day.
Lily will wave as she makes her way down the market line. Does Lily see, is there... God, how gay can I get? Is there a chocolate shop? Something that would sell, like, local sweets or something.
There would probably be a stall that has, like, sweets or chocolates here.
That's where I went ahead.
Okay. Easy enough. You find another little stall that is selling sweets and different varieties of candies, and it is run by a half-orc woman who kind of looks over at the three of you approaching and goes, hello, dearies, how can I help you today? You all look like you could use a bit of chocolate, as any woman does, and she pops the chocolate in her mouth. And yes, she is eating her own stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing
a good
at all.
chef always has to taste their food.
Absolutely.
Lily's gonna speak up. I'm looking for chocolate as a gift for a date.
Oh, I see. Well, I can give you one of our lovely little gift boxes if you wish. That would be a simple 5 silver.
Yeah, that's perfect. And
Lovely.
she'll get out her coin purse and hand it over.
She takes it and then she reaches under the counter and she hands you kind of like one of those stock like Valentine's Day chocolate boxes over to you. And just goes, I hope that does suit your needs, and I hope you have a lovely date.
Lily will nod.
And then they look again at Flit and Sarah and they go, what about you two ladies? Would you like any sweets or chocolate?
Sarah puts her hands up. I'm part dog. I can't have chocolate.
Unfortunate. Kind of pointing at you. What about you, sweetie? Would you like some chocolate?
Yeah, but it's bad for my figure.
You know, I respect that. Just remember to always treat yourself, okay? Kind of pointing at you. Doing that, like, sassy, like, mom point.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Lily is gonna look over to Flit. When's the last time you got something for yourself?
Well, if you're talking about specifically the last time I had something nice, there was a big bring. Oh, thinking back to the banquet. Uh, not recently.
Well then, darling, it sounds like you need to treat yourself again. It sounds like it's been too long. I'll tell you what, your friend here bought some chocolate. How about I give you a little sample pack on the house?
Oh, well, thank you.
And she hands you another, like, she hands you one of the stock, like, Valentine's Day boxes, except it's, like, one of the, like, small ones, like, one of the, like, sample ones that has, like, just 4 chocolates inside. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And she just hands it to you.
Well, thank you so much.
You enjoy that, and if anybody asks for you guys, you tell them Ingrid sent you. You tell them Ingrid took good care of you, okay? Mama Ingrid.
Precious.
Mama Ingrid.
Chocolate Smith.
Chocolate. Yo, where's the Chocolate Smith Artificer subclass? But the 3 of you have chocolate. Well, 2 of you have chocolate. One of you has a chocolate allergy.
Lily looks to Flit and Sarah. Don't let me drag you around everywhere.
Well, truth be told, I was just kind of wanting to look around. I didn't have anywhere really to go. I just kind of wanted to go.
Sarah glances at the at Mama Ingrid and goes, "Well, I am curious about a weaponsmith, but I've got no money."
About a what? Curious about a what?
Weaponsmith.
A weaponsmith.
Yeah, just to see like any pre-made weapons.
I think there's a weaponsmith down yonder. I don't remember the young fella's name, but he's quite cute. And he works for... Both game have to look up the local blacksmith's name, because I don't remember. I'll find it. He works for the Blazing Trail blacksmith.
Blazing Trail? That's an interesting name.
Yes, isn't it? Kind of ironic in the land full of snow.
Yes, I suppose it is, isn't it?
But he's a lovely fellow. Goes by Gregory, and he's just a treat. If you have time, I would suggest you go over and talk to him.
What do you think, ladies?
Huh? What? Nom's a chocolate.
Lem's a chocolate.
Yeah, okay. A little bit of window shopping for me. Maybe you two can pick up new weapons or something.
I mean, I could look.
You're funny, Sarah. Weapons. That's funny.
Wild shape go brrr.
Looks
You don't use a weapon, do you?
looks at druid proficiencies. No, not really.
I like what Joe said. Haha, you use metal.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I take
well,
it
that's
the.
really helpful.
So I take it the 3 of you go over to the weaponsmith, yeah? Or the weapon stall? Okay. The 3 of you walk over, and there is there's a rather, it's not a big stall, but it takes up a lot of space because there's like weapon racks out, and there is a quite timid looking half-elf fellow behind the counter. He's got like glasses on, and he appears to be reading a book. He doesn't seem to see the 3 of you coming. He's got pink hair. Which I am absolutely going to make canon now. He does have pink hair. He's he's a little strawberry boy.
Sarah kind of ignores him and goes to browsing the weapons.
Okay. Well, I heard you say hi. Do you actually say hello to him?
Yeah, I just kind of wave as we walk on over. Seeing as how he is currently reading a book.
Okay. As you say hello, he kind of shoots up and he goes, hi there. My name is Gregory, and this is, the Blazing Trails weapons stall. Please feel free to look around, and if you have any questions, I'm right here.
Sarah kind of calls over her shoulder. You're quite the timid one, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just a big fan of crowds.
I know that feeling.
A lot of people who can steal things. He says, he seems almost like paranoid as he's like constantly looking over his shoulder.
So, what does he have in stock?
Looking around, he has a lot of what seems to be like the more common stock, like a lot of basic weaponry, a few silvered weapons. There is a couple swords that appear to be cased up that do look to be like the better stock. Like there's one sword that looks to be like purely red in material. Like the iron is completely red. There seems to be this bright, like sparkling silver sword. There actually is a lovely looking sickle that seems to have like a silver blade, and it seems to glimmer a little bit. But in terms of the good stock, these three weapons seem to be like the only noteworthy things that you guys haven't seen before.
This is gonna make me sound really pitiful. Is there anything I can get for like 1 silver that I could give to one of the boys? The boys being Chip or Nexus?
It would only be like a standard weapon. And even then, 1 silver, probably not.
Yeah, alright.
Let's go and actually look at this sickle. Oh, that's a weird looking item.
Oh, this? Yes, it's a lovely weapon that my boss made. It's a, what is it called? A moon sickle. Yeah, that's it.
A moon sickle, you say?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Flit, looking a bit closer, you can see that the handle seems to be made out of bone, and at the very end of it, the pommel seems to have like a small, like, what looks to be, it's not a full skull, but it looks to be like a wolf skull was carved into the bottom of it. So it's almost like a mini skull on the end there.
Flick kind of looks at it. You know, when I kind of came over, you know, I'm not exactly partial to weapons or metal, but something about this is catching my eye.
Are you interested in purchasing it?
I think I might be.
Okay. And you can see he reaches under the counter and pulls out a ledger and starts flipping through the pages and goes, sorry, we haven't had a lot of business today. I just gotta make sure I've got the right price. A moonsicle, this would cost This is actually a bit of an older piece. Maybe, kind of like fingering his way down the page. 1,200?
Ooh. That's quite a lot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Perhaps we could do 1,000? And you can see the instant look of regret on his face as he has now gone down in price. Almost as if a voice in the back of his head goes, "You fucking idiot, what are you doing?"
Well, that does look nice, but for 1,000, well, I'm halfway there.
800! 800 final!
Well, Flick kind of looks over to. Flick kind of looks on over to Lily and Sarah.
The two of you look over and he is sweating.
Can you give us a second?
Yeah, sure. And he kind of slinks down behind the counter. You can almost hear, like, whimpering.
He's just underneath it. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
My boss is gonna kill me.
Hey, I wasn't actually expecting to want something like this, but this looks really nice. I have about 500. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Do you have any platinum, or just the 500 gold?
All together, including the platinum.
Oh, okay. I literally don't have anything, so ask Lily.
Well, actually, I was thinking, could one of you go get Ravon? I think he might be looking for a reason to pay me back, and it'd be, well, truth be told, I didn't really want to be paid back, but you know, Ravon, he really wants to pay me back.
I can try to track him down. Hold on. Let me check something quick.
I mean, to be fair, Sarah does have better tracking.
So are the three of you planning to go hunt down Ravon and Corbin?
I think I am. I don't seem to have this in my, I guess, notes. And I feel like this is a thing, but I can't remember. Don't long-tooth shifters get advantage on scent-based, what would it be, survival checks? When they're shifted?
I don't believe so, but I will double check.
I'm checking my route.
I'm checking as well. It does not appear to
It doesn't. No.
get proficiency, intimidation, and you can do piercing damage with your effect.
Okay. I don't know where I keep getting ideas with that.
I think it's because originally we picked up Shifter from a different site than the official source, and
Yeah.
that was like a UA thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be.
That could be
Yeah,
what
they-
it was.
And they since balanced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no worries, Sarah. It's completely understandable.
But the three of you are planning to find Ravon, yes?
Yeah, I think so. Unless someone else had something they wanted to do.
I'm totally good with going to find Ravon.
Lily's beaming. Alright. In that case, we will cut over to Rovan and Corvin, who have found a little fucking little like noodle cart to just kind of hang out around, and they're doing like the scene from Cyberpunk where fucking V and Jackie are just hanging out at the fucking noodle cart, just fucking eating.
Oh my
No.
god.
Eating from the fucking like Chinese box.
So, hey, Tart,
Yes.
for me, is the cart called a simple walk?
Shut. Not anymore.
The best part was ending the music there. That was the best part.
Not anymore. Fuck you.
Worth it.
Oh, come on. Hey, come on. That was pretty goddamn ingenious.
You know,
That is a
hold on.
reference upon a reference upon a pun.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Joe, I'm surprised you didn't go with a rock, with a rock and roll reference and go walk this way.
Yeah, that's
No.
high enough. Inspiration for Joe.
Yeah!
I'll give into it. As much as I hated it, I appreciated it. I respect it.
That was a layered joke.
That
I think
was a
only Tart
layered joke.
gets.
That's why I respect it.
Layers, Donkey, layers.
I'll find the reference later.
But you two are just kind of sitting at the noodle cart, just quietly munching. The half elf behind the counter is just kind of making more noodles.
Ugh.
This is
So-
good.
Yes, this is delicious.
Thank you.
So, Corvin is just kind of looking up from his ball after, slurping some noodles and goes, 50%.
Hmm?
50% sure it was them.
I'm willing to put it as... give me a second. No.
I just hate him.
Ravon finishes his third bowl.
I just hate the idea of having that woman live rent-free in my head.
Have you tried not thinking about it?
Seeing as that she's tied to another organization set to... Not? No, I can't.
You're cutting out, buddy.
You are cutting out a bit, Joe.
Fuck. Seeing as that she is tied to an organization that's trying to undermine everything that we are doing, I legitimately cannot have to deal with her in some way, shape, or form.
I do when something bothers me. If I can't, smash it. I pretend it doesn't exist.
I'm always safe inside my mind.
Heavy repression!
Thanks to denial, I'm immortal.
Mortal! CG, I love you. You're getting a little extra now. But yes, I'm willing to put 75% that it is them. However, I'm not sure on how. Personally, by my case, and he kind of pulls out the coin and looks at it a little bit more intently. Looking at this, it's fresh, it's pure. Something
What
like
points
this can't be fake.
No, it can't be. And with said individual being a heiress to a very well-off arms dealing only one out of the bunch that I can think of outside of the big one who is still unknown to us.
True. There's also the fact that. Wait a minute. What about the other one?
Which other one? The scary one? The undead one? No offense.
No, not the undead one, and not the one concerning Sarah. Didn't you say there was another member in there?
From what was on the ship, there was a Videlkin who originally was doomsaying, and the next thing we know, he's commanding a bunch of undead.
I mean, Okay, so I like the idea of where you are going with Ares. But picture this. Alchemist.
I'm picturing one.
Say they have another spellcaster, a magic user. One who less combat oriented, more provides the goods, so to speak. You're familiar with this whole tale of turning lead to gold, correct?
I've heard of such tales, yes.
There once was a tale my papa told me long ago about a king whose greed got the better of him. But he helped aid a satyr to one of the gods, and in turn he was given the ability to turn whatever he touched to gold. Maybe something.
Yes, that sounds like a very complicated situation. Imagine if he touched anybody he loves with it.
At least, yes. But maybe something, well, I wouldn't say similar to that, but someone who can easily create finances. We are dealing with a group that can conjure things out of air.
Kind of leaning towards the alchemist route, especially because Marissa, do you remember the necklace that she gave?
Yes?
I was able to communicate with her without having to use sending. And it was as if we were having a conversation, like in person.
Someone can create the magical items.
Exactly.
Alchemist, artificer, maybe?
It's possible, but I really want to speak to this Darius individual.
Agreed.
I have a sinking suspicion about him.
As well as the fact. That reminds me. Corvin.
Yes.
Concerning with this situation from up on the mountain. You brought up an interesting point concerning the creatures and their origin.
How they all came from this peak.
Yes. Who among that assembly could do such a thing?
That is hard to judge.
Well, which of them would you believe would be more magically inclined?
Not saying her name.
Besides her.
The necromancer. The necromancer at the bottom of the who is doomsaying definitely that up unless we have someone who we haven't seen yet.
I have a bad theory. The guard. They're a mirror of them. so to speak.
That seems like it, so they might have their own Nicholas.
Bingo. Which means someone who can create magical items, create massive amounts of wealth, and can create monsters.
Wouldn't that play into the alchemist? As he's kind of putting the bowl up on the counter and just kind of fixing his jacket to walk and talk.
Yes, it would play to that. So we have to think now. If we are facing a group who seems to be like a dark image of the Vanahir Guard, who is each person supposed to represent?
Well, we have Marissa, who's supposed to definitely a mirror to Theon, Amnon with Twitch, Bison with oh my fucking god, the Warforged. I can't remember his name. Canthmore?
Kentmore.
Canthmore, thank you. Bison with Canthmore, Weston. I don't know. Actually, no, Weston would be more of a Twitch's equal.
Yes, and
And Ariana Silverstone to the other Silverstone.
but does that leave any other person left out?
As I'm scrolling out for the notes that she did so graciously put. Hell yeah.
Shout out to CGR, the official Dummies and Disasters lore keeper.
The official Lorax.
I was gonna say scribe.
Scribe.
The
Oh,
official scribe.
Help, they locked me in a library all day and won't let me out. Please send aid.
Shh, you hush now. Otherwise, you
Get
get
back
no
to
bread
work!
ration.
No, not the whip.
Nicholas Drew, well as Reno, well, also Alice Bloodwing and Garrett. 4 people who are unmatched.
But are they the only people of their caliber?
I mean, to say that would be arrogance.
Mm-hmm. It may not seem like I am speaking, well, straightforward, but looking at this, we are starting to see something grow here. A dark mirror image.
Let's just confer with the group and hopefully they've had a much better day.
Conveniently, this is where the rest of the group would start to show up.
Hey, nice.
Eh?
Hey guys. Ooh. Those noodles look good. Pops
They
some
look
chocolate in
delicious.
her mouth.
Oh shit, did we just walk out with a couple more noodles?
I assumed it was a situation of you kind of like throwing the money on the counter and then walking away.
Yeah.
We got the triple XL size noodle cup.
Hey, Ravon,
Yes.
you remember that time where we were in Dragon's Reach and you got that sword you really wanted? And you were like, I'm gonna pay you back for this, and then you choked me, and even though it was okay?
Kind of stone faces for a moment, like actual stone faces at the remembrance of choking Flit. Oh, wait, did I choke you or did I choke fake one?
No, it was when we got the sword for you, and you were like, yay, I'm gonna give you guys a hug, but it was by my neck, so it was kind of like you were choking me.
Oh, I apologize here. Next time, remind me. Next time I go for hug, put platforms underneath your feet. Avoid neck crush.
I don't think I'm gonna do that, Ravon, but that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. So we were in the marketplace and we were passing by this weapon shop, and much to my surprise, there was something that kind of caught my eye, and I don't have enough money for it. I was wondering if you would like to help me out with that?
Upon hearing the words weapon shop and catching Flit's eye, Ravon's eyes go wide. He immediately
That sounds like a
opens
wisdom
his
save.
arms. He immediately opens his arms, stretching them out, bear hugs Flit,
No, 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 no!
lifts the Flit into the air, and like does the whole, shaky shaky. Yes! Yes! Finally! You have embraced the melee! Come, my friend, come, Flit! I shall teach you how to be a great warrior!
Alright, it seems like the wisdom save wasn't necessary.
So,
Wonderful. Beautiful.
Ravon's running with Flit in bear hug toe.
Help!
and Corvin follows, catching Sarah, Corey, and Lily up with the proceedings of the day.
That's your, not, you don't even start running after him, you just start walking normally, because you know he's gonna be there when you get there. But,
Yeah, pretty much.
Flit and Ravon, you are the first to arrive at this weapons store, and Flit, you can see Gregory behind the counter, still looks horrified at seeing this large, heavily armored Goliath individual running up. And he just goes, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, and he ducks behind the counter again.
Ravon, I was telling you as we were running that this guy is kind of skittish, so please calm down a little bit.
Oh, I am so happy for you, Flit. You finally become an embrace the martial arts of melee combat. I am... Kind of just starts, ugly crying. I shall be... Oh god, it's hard not to slip into the twerk voice. I shall teach you how to be a great warrior.
Flit, you can
I
see
just
just
immediately,
like SpongeBob-esque, just the eyes of Gregory kind of appear up behind the counter, big, cartoon eyes.
Kind of immediately, also kind of just, blows his nose into, his shoulder, just this is glorious day.
Help!
Okay, so where is shop?
This is it right here. Can you please set me down?
Oh, okay. And just drops Flit.
Poof. Ow.
Gregory, who again, just the eyes are kind of appearing behind the counter, goes, can I help you, sir?
Yes, yes, I am here to assist my friend in learning the glories of martial combat.
Wonderful.
Uh,
Are you here for the moonsicle, ma'am?
Yeah, I didn't have enough. He owes me a favor.
Okay.
I'm really sorry about this.
That's okay. 800 gold.
Slaps down 8 platinum equals 800 gold?
No, it equals
That'd be
80 gold.
80 platinum. It's 10 gold per platinum.
Poof.
Yeah.
I have about 500 in my war chest.
I dropped my die. I didn't even mean to. I was just picking it up.
Oops.
Oof.
So if you have about 300 on you, that would cover it.
I have 10 platinum pieces and 54 gold.
Uh-oh.
However, I am sure I can do something.
Please roll persuasion on this kid. On this fucking kid. This is horrifying. Fucking teenager.
Listen,
You know what?
It's...
Hmm?
No, go ahead.
No. I interrupted you.
No, I was just gonna say something stupid. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Say the stupid thing.
I mean, I don't think everything is going okay with him at home. I hear his brother's just a nightmare.
Ah!
I get that one. That's a good one.
Ironic
for you.
considering what's happening.
That one's for you,
can't
Haza.
have double inspiration.
Oh, I know I can. I left that little gem there for Haza once he gets to this part.
Yep.
He immediately pulls out. I do not know if this is enough to cover. However, I am willing to do anything, and just immediately takes a deep breath into his nose, and puts on the most blue steel face, like Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. I am willing to do anything to aid my friend. So is this enough?
Without even looking, without even looking at the money you two just threw down, him in his terrified, timid voice goes, "Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Just please take it and go."
I shall never forget this.
Okay.
You! It immediately sticks out, immediately looks down at him and goes, "You shall be forever remembered as one of the greatest people within my mind."
Okay, that sounds great. Thanks.
I shall tell everyone of your shop. And just immediately picks up Flit and just runs off again.
Alright, have a good
No,
day.
no, wait. As I just imagine, as Ravon's just kind of posing, Foot just kind of looks at the both of them, and he just kind of goes over, whispers in poor Gregory's ear, "I'm really sorry," and just kind of gives him the last 5 gold. "Really sorry about this." Hoop! And gets grabbed.
Wait, you forgot your sickle!
Immediately runs back with Flit. Here. Pick up sickle now. Go. Pick up weapon. Training begins now.
I got it!
Training begins now! And immediately run.
Have a good day.
So I assume at this point we actually get to the stall.
At this point, you guys are just getting into the market district, and you can see Rovan carrying Flit with a sickle in hand, running back towards you guys. Which, by the way, Flit, you now have a uncommon level moon sickle. It's a +1 variety.
Ooh, gimme.
Very
Which you
nice.
got for a fucking steal, I might add.
I'll agree, but this poor lad.
This poor boy.
I mean, I was gonna bargain with him, but I felt like if I opened my mouth, he was just gonna be going, 350. No, 200. It's free.
Free,
It's free. Come to your damn house.
Listen, as someone who is recently discovering the true extent of what an introvert they are, I have massive sympathy for this man.
Oh yeah, customer service, especially when it comes to Rovan level people, is exhausting.
But yes, Rovan and Flit, you two barrel your way out of the market district and find your friends again.
I imagine Sarah sees Rovan come running and just facepalms and walks right past him to get to Gregory.
Immediately, you know how whenever in a cartoon somebody tries to stop, but it takes them a good couple 5 to 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that dust cloud that just goes behind them.
Like the skid stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skid stopping right there. Alright. Now we begin martial lesson. Sets Flit down. First thing is first. The importance of weapons. Immediately goes, remember, never unsheath your weapon unless you plan to use it.
This is in the middle of a busy street, by the way. While this is going on, is anybody else going to go see Gregory? I know Sarah is.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see what he has.
Okay. The two of you walk over. I'm sorry, I didn't ask Lily. Lily, are you going as well? You've been to the stall already, so.
Then probably not.
Okay. Sarah and Corvin, you both walk over, and Corvin, as I mentioned to Sarah, the weapons are pretty unremarkable. There's a couple silvered weapons and like one or two adamantine weapons, which are definitely a bit more higher end. But it seems to be that the three, there's three empty, or there are not three empty cases. There are three glass cases on the counter. One that is now empty, and one with a wicked-looking longsword made out of like a red iron, and then this sparkly silver saber.
Say now when you say saber,
like a cutlass.
Ah, okay. Let's take a look at that.
Kind of, you can see that behind the counter, poor little Gregory is like timidly like counting the money. He's like shivering, and then as the two of you walk up, he goes, "Hip!" and he like drops the money all over the counter. He goes, "Oh, can I help you too?" He says, kind of trying to scoop the money back up again.
You know, I'm not used to people being fear of me. This is not great. What's this right here? I just kind of grab the saber and just kind of I look at it. Sorry.
He looks at you and he goes, let me find out. And he pulls out the ledger from before and he starts flipping through it and he goes, that is the Star Saber. That is a silver saber, a magical silver saber. It allows you to cast a magic missile. Cost on here is 1,200 gold.
While that's happening, Sarah is I just found a shortcut on my computer accidentally. While that's happening, Sarah is picking up the money, like helping Gregory pick it up and putting it on the counter for him.
As you do that, he quietly, thank you. It's been a long day. After he gets all back, he kind of sets it off to the side to count when you guys are done.
He's just sorry.
Go ahead, Joe.
Nah, he's just gonna look at it and just kind of put it down. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of money, and I'm saving up for something a bit more utilitarian. I do hope you understand.
I understand.
Okay.
If you have any other interests, we also have this here. This is a crimson iron longsword. He says, kind of awkwardly gesturing to the other sword in the case. This, looking down at his book, this allows you to, this is made with a refined crimson iron that allows you to drain your opponent's health as you hurt them. He says, pretty much reading it directly from the book.
Unfortunately, I don't really have any, for lack of a better term, proficiency in that kind of weapon. Yes. But I'm sorry. I can't. Okay, I'm sorry. Are you new?
I'm an intern, yes.
Oh, okay.
Hi, my name's Gregory.
Yes, hello, Gregory. Just quick tip from me.
Sure. Anything. please.
Kind of walks behind the counter.
How are you
Straighten your
supposed to be
back.
back here, sir?
Yes. Just shut up. He kind of just
Okay.
points his back. Straighten your back out. Puff out your chest and act like you have something over somebody. They're here for you. They are going to pay you.
Okay.
Act like it.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Face palm.
I like to think Corbin like manhandles him like straighten like cartoon like straightens out his back, jerks his head to look up. Fucking
Also, as a
he's got the ruler out, slaps him on the wrist.
Also, for me, add some bass to your voice, my man. Come on.
Okay, gotta do my best.
Behind the counter and trades
That's-
Corbin out at that. Okay, that's enough from you.
I'm going back to the bar. He's a lost cause.
Thank you for coming by today.
That is not base. You poor sweet summer child.
Thank you for the compliment, ma'am. I'm doing my best. He says, like looking rigid and uncomfortable.
Okay. Here. Ignore him. He is overbearing.
Okay.
Look, I can already see, based on the money you have here, my friends shorted you a little bit. So, I have this crossbow. I'd be willing to trade it in if that will cover the rest of the cost.
It kind of thinks for a moment, kind of staring at it blankly, and goes, sure, yeah, I could tell my boss about that. That should be fine. I'm already really short, so I'll take what I can get.
Okay. I'm really sorry about my friends. Is there anything I can do? You seem so scared.
Unless you can control time and bring the day to a close, that'd be great.
That I unfortunately cannot do, but I can bring you a cup of tea or something.
No, it's okay. I'll just sit here and suffer.
Man,
An
that's a fucking
existential
move.
dread.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You were reading a book when we came up. And do you like books?
I like the ledger. It tells me what I need to know.
I meant the book you were reading when my friends and I first came over.
That was the ledger.
Oh. Okay. Do you like other books?
Yeah, I like books. I like factual books like dictionaries and encyclopedias and the ledger.
Sorry, would Sarah have a book like a dictionary or encyclopedia?
What's that?
Would Sarah have a book like a dictionary or encyclopedia? I know she has.
Absolutely not.
on-
You would not have that on you.
Okay. Damn.
I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Okay. I'm afraid I don't really have much else to offer. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I appreciate the thought. I'm just gonna go back to reading the ledger. The ledger keeps me
Okay.
safe.
Oh, I hope the rest of the day goes by quickly for you.
Yeah, me too. And then he kind of looks over at the money that he has accounted on and goes, "Oh, right, the money." And he like picks it up and he starts like quietly counting to himself. 1, 2, 3.
Let the
4.
man enjoy his counting. Maybe we should go. Let's go.
15,
It
16.
is. It is a fucking mood.
Sarah lays the crossbow on the counter and walks away, feeling kind of defeated.
Thank you for your business. And for time's sake, I'll say that you all kind of meet back up at, like, kind of gather back up at the tavern you guys had been staying at.
Yeah.
Sarah slaps Roban as soon as she gets there.
Wait, I'm being clapped or slapped?
Slapped.
Why are you slapping my leg?
Because you scared the ever-loving daylights out of that poor man!
Man? No, that was not a man. That was a boy.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I was about to correct myself.
In his defense, Rovan didn't see a man, he saw eyes.
In my defense, I did not see man, I saw eyes.
Oh my god. Even if I'm adopted, how am I related to you?
By circumstance.
Yes,
I-
that is.
And
It
a
is-
lot of will.
You see, it works simply due to the fact that I technically adopt you. Therefore, I mean, granted, I need to go to legal proceedings and potentially get paperwork filled out. I am not sure if that works.
I don't even think you can do that. I'm an adult.
Can you adopt an adult?
I don't... Guys? Anyone know?
I'm just gonna
Flip.
walk in the bar.
Flint, you are a smart one here.
You guys are already in the bar.
Okay. He's just kind of rubbing his temple. Corbin's just kind of rubbing his temples. I don't know.
Don't ask me. I haven't really been involved in any adoption or legal systems.
And any time a new family member comes in, which should be around, I don't know, 3 years from now.
So, what do you guys like to do? You guys have your objective? You spend a bit of time on the town?
Oh, that reminds me. No one answered me earlier, but I want to at least look. Sarah wants to find a quest board.
Easy enough.
Corbin's going to be asking around for Darius.
Okay. Sarah, you spend a little bit of time. You go down to the local adventurers guild, and there is a quest board there. But the quests that seem to be there, I guess I could change the music if you guys have left the bar. The quests seem to be more oriented to things you don't necessarily have the time to complete right now. Merchant escorts, clearing Yeti nests a few days away from town. This is not the music I thought this was. This is too cheery. Let me see.
It's too cheery.
Any of the quests that you see on this board would take a variety of days to complete. Any number of days to complete. And with you guys currently in possession of a very powerful magic item, it might not be the best thing to do right now.
Okay. Well, I figured it was worth a shot.
Yeah, of course. As for Corvin, go ahead and make me... I'll call this an investigation check. Corvin? Corbin had to step away.
Uh-oh.
In that case, Sarah, you find a job to help an older woman find her lost cat.
Fair enough, I'll do it.
It is worth 10 gold, but it's better than nothing. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Go ahead and make me. We'll call this a survival check. That was almost a nat one. I saw it.
16.
16. It takes you the better part of an hour, but you are eventually able to find the old woman's cat and return it to her, and you are paid 10 gold for your services.
Yay!
Yay! now you have 10 gold. Corvin, have you returned, my friend?
Yeah, I'm right here. Sorry about that.
You're good. You start asking around to see if you can track down Darius. Go ahead and make me a investigation check.
Investigation. 18.
18. You ask around a bit, and you learn that there is a man that fits the description you're looking for, who often resides at the Bearded Lady Tavern.
Lady.
The Bearded Lady. Bearded. You're able to go on over there, and looking around, you see a man who fits the description. He's a human man. He's got a lean figure, definitely the figure of like a mountain climber. He's a bit ragged. His hair is all like, it's blonde and like all ruffled. His beard is all like long and scraggly. And even though currently it's like afternoon, like noon to afternoon, he is drinking away his sorrows, just like Magnus said he would be.
Else is the whole group with him, or is just Corbin who's there?
That depends. Would anybody else like to partake in this? I'm going to say Sarah cannot, as she is hunting down an old woman's cat in the meantime.
I was about to ask.
I'll jump in. I mean, we started this way.
All right, Ravon, definitely. Anybody else?
Sure.
All right, Lily's there too.
Wait.
All right, so the three of you, I assume, approach this man. Yes.
Yeah, Corbin's going to take a seat right next to him.
He's got like his head in his hand, and he, without even kind of looking at you, kind of takes another swig of his drink and he goes, "What?"
So how many, you said it was like mugs of ale that are scattered across the place, yeah?
I did not say that, but if you look around, there would be 2 other empty mugs in front of him.
It's barely the afternoon and you're already 3 mugs in. You must be running from something.
Kinda quietly goes, "Aren't we all?"
No way, yes.
Begins to lift his mug up to his face again.
Corbin is gonna actually order himself a thing of whiskey.
Okay. A moment passes and a barmaid brings you a glass of whiskey.
No, that's I always heard from home. Taking a sip.
Kind of peering at Ravana and Lily. Have you guys sat down as well?
I figured Lily would sit down across from him.
Okay. What about you, Ravan?
Said next.
Alright. So he kind of peers at the three of you and he goes, "Look, I don't have any debt, so if you're looking to get my wallet, it's gonna take a bit more than this to scare me.
No, 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 no. Not at all.
Then what do you
The
need?
thoughts. Well, what I need you to do is to let us know of something that happened at the top of Mount Doomhorn.
And he was raising his mug to drink, and as you say that, he, for the first time, looks at you, and he slowly puts it back down, and he goes, "Oh yeah? Who's asking?"
Glad to hear, God.
I see. And he lets go of the mug and just kind of lets it sit there, and he leans back in his chair a bit, and he goes, "What do you want to know?"
So, well, what was up there? We see.
Well, there was a research crew that went up there one day, a few years back, led by Dr. Gallahorn. And a few days after they didn't come back, me and my team was sent up to go and find him.
So you didn't go. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So you didn't go up with Dr. Gallahorn.
We followed him part of the way up, but we were supposed to take care of the campsite so that way they had something to come back to. But no, we didn't follow them up to the peak. We waited about 2 days, and when they didn't come back, the rest of us went up, had to tear down our camp, which was unfortunate. And,
No one.
go ahead.
He's just kind of, as he's talking, he's just kind of whispering, "Okay, so no one from the original part." That's idea.
Say that one more time. You cut out a little bit.
Kind of whispering, "Okay, so no one from the original party is alive, unfortunately, so that takes care of that idea." I'm fucking fixing these my sensitivity settings because this is ridiculous.
You're good, man. Don't worry. But he goes, "We went up there and we found the remains of most of the crew. We don't know what happened to the rest of them. And it wasn't long before we got jumped by some freaky fucking creature. I mean, it was... I'll never forget how it fucking looked. It was like it stunk. That was the thing I remember most, was the fucking stench. But it was also made up of rotten, ragged flesh and protruding bone, big jaws across its body. It had taken down 3 of my team before any of us here even knew what was going on. One of us got injured, the rest of us ran. I was lucky enough to get out of there, but nobody else did."
May I roll insight and see if he's telling the truth on this one?
Go for it.
18.
He is absolutely telling the truth. There's no hint of any deception in his voice whatsoever.
Takes another drink. Well, that rules you out on that, then. Well, some levity. He just returned. The bigger version has been taken care of, and soon there's going to be a cleanse of that entire facility.
Wait, you were up there?
Yes.
I assume nobody up there survived. Nobody
From
Dr. Gallahorn's crew.
Counts, you are the only survivor.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Well, the problem's been handled, and he kind of raises his mug up. Then, peace to the dead. And he takes a big swig.
So, what will you do with this knowledge? Continue to run, or look to a new day?
I don't know. I never forgave myself for being the one man to get out of there. Part of me always thought that I should have died there with the rest of my crew. They were the only real family I had, and now yeah, I could go back and get a job with the rescue center, but I don't know. I feel like I've been out of the game too long.
Something to take home. You could always live for them, because soon enough, you'll have to face it. Distance from reality being buried or erased. You could live so complacent, but problems never go away, so just turn around and face them.
Make a persuasion check.
25.
Yeah, easy enough. That's about the
Nice.
number I expected to come out of that. He looks at you, and he looks down at his drink. He goes, maybe you're right. And he slowly begins to stand up. He kind of stumbles for a second, and then he goes, oh, clean myself up a bit and go talk to the association. I figure it's what the rest of them will want me to do. Thank you, friend.
No problem.
You all...
Such a able-bodied person being willowing away in their own sorrows.
Yeah. 3 of you take care of yourselves. And he takes out a small coin purse and kind of drops it on the table. Tell the bartender I'm closing my tab. And he slowly begins making his way out.
I got nothing else.
Okay. You guys take the money, and inside it would be maybe about 50 gold total, and you take it over to the bartender, and he closes Darius's tab. The rest of you meet back up. Is there anything that anybody else would like to do? Okay. Then I assume you all get in touch with your crew to head on back to Dragon's Reach, yes?
I think so.
Alright. You all call Dad, who comes and picks you up. You all warp back to the city of Dragon's Reach. And as I change the map back to a map we haven't seen in a few weeks, that's where we're going to take our break.
Woo!
Woo!
Woohoo!
I am going to go get some water because some of these voices I've been doing have been a bit weary on the throat, so I will be back.
Hey, no problem. I'm gonna go grab a drink myself. Maybe order some Taco Bell.
I actually have to thank a couple of people first. I have to thank Jay Frost for the host, Stimkey, and I have to thank Mecha GM for the raid of 6 people. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome to our lovely little campaign known as Dummies and Disasters War of the Shattered Sun. I am the DM of this game. This is my homebrew world, and we've been doing this for hot damn 58 weeks. That's fucking insane. That's wacko bananas, bro.
That's a lot of weeks.
That's a lot of weeks. That's like almost a year.
Slaps campaign. You could fit so many weeks in here.
Yep, absolutely. But thank you so much for the raid, and for those of you stuck around, I hope you enjoy what you've been seeing so far. But now I'm gonna go get some more, and I will be right back.
Well, I guess I get to say tonight, how is everyone doing? I hope everyone in chat had a wonderful weekend. I am back. Hello.
Hello.
I love that little character, Gregory, that I just kind of made up on the spot. Just the shy, timid, little blacksmith's assistant who doesn't know how to negotiate. A moonsicle, +1 moonsicle is normally 1,500 gold, but it was an older piece, so it was labeled in the ledger as 1,200. And he's just bad at negotiations, so he just kept lowering the price. Like, fuck.
I'll give it to you if you just go away. This poor man. This poor man.
Anyone who's been an intern in anything ever has felt that. But I do hope everyone's having a good evening. Hope everyone's having fun. I'm gonna change the music.
I'm having a blast.
Could change the music for what we're about to get it back into. Yeah! My puppy's snoozing.
I am back. Had to
I
load
know.
the dishwasher. Is there a nugget?
There is a nugget.
Pup.
Ah! Gumsy kind of guy gifting 3 tier 1 subs to the community in the middle of our break, gifting to Lord Coiner, Roger, and Kozguk. Alice for helping out with the promo. Hell yeah, my dude, that's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure doing a promo with you, my guy. It was an absolute pleasure.
No Big Rock.
Big Rock!
Gumsy is great with promos.
Gumsy is wonderful. Gumsy is a good bean. Speaking of, because now I'm actually curious, has Flashbang started yet tonight?
I
Supposed
think.
to start here in the next 13 minutes.
Wait, I thought they were taking a break today.
No.
It was originally going to be yesterday, but Bosco was wiped out and had auditions.
Yeah.
So Bosco moved
Fair.
it tonight. Which is unfortunate, but that's life.
Yeah, it is. I mean, when you're a high-profile voice actor, yeah.
Yeah.
BRB Popper is barking.
Oh, as we're talking about this, Ed has just gone live.
Oh, well, that's
Exactly.
So, good to know. Good to know. I need to actually see. Is tonight a...
Regular show.
No, is tonight a Trials of Eidos night? That's what I'm wondering.
Yes, it is. Trials of Eidos.
Good to know. Good to know for later.
Yeah. Especially with, well, stuff that you and I and Frost both know.
Smile.
Better knowledge.
Forbidden knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully this new position of my microphone helps me bring my voice in.
Yep.
I had to turn it down to like minus 96 on my sensitivity.
Oh, jeez. I just yawned.
Smokey, someone's in your spot.
Smokey. How's the little man Smokey doing?
Alright, she's just currently giving my other cat Monkey a glare right now, like, you are in my spot? I need you to move.
You sassy bitch.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, just do a
Oh.
quick roll call here, just because I don't know who's back and who isn't. CG.
GC.
J Flost.
Burp.
Joe.
What?
River.
Yee.
Sarah. Sarah. Sarah.
Oh no.
Sarah.
Sarah has been taken by the void. Alright. We will wait. Wanted to make sure.
Void go.
The void. Void.
Da void. Da claw.
The claw.
I can't think of the claw without Nero now.
Oh, yeah, that.
Sarah, are you
That
back?
was rather amusing. Yes, I'm here.
I wanted to confirm because I saw that you typed up that you were back, but I wanted to make sure. All right, we are good to continue. You all arrive back in Dragon's Reach at the behest of Theon, and it is probably looking outside about midnight. So Theon kind of turns to the rest of you and goes, "So everyone else is asleep, so if you wish to turn in for the night you can, or if you wish I can go wake Cedric if you wish to discuss the next steps now."
They're all asleep. There's not really a reason to wake them. But, Theon, kind of a curious yet paranoid-fueled question for you.
Absolutely.
The place that you are keeping the artifacts, the fangs, is that secured? I don't want to be doing the assembly's work for them.
It should be, yes. I would think. We are checking regularly and thought the fangs are being kept in a demi-plane.
Okay, cool, because the place we got the bow from, there was already a bunch of pink goo around here, which is a coincidence at this point, and a bunch of inhumane creatures crawling about. If the assembly's behind these things, then they're just leaving these things out here just for us to fight them.
Kind of processes what you say, and he goes, "I'm going to go wake Cedric. I think he would want to hear this."
Kind of nudges Corvin.
I have no apologies.
No, not that. Pulls out the coin.
Well, he does that. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm so exhausted.
I will let you know you guys have been up for maybe 4 hours. But Sarah does have 2 points of exhaustion, so that is your call.
Exactly. Just let me know what Cedric says in the morning. I'm gonna go get Puppy Snuggles.
19 night, Sarah. Oh! Hold on. Shit, I almost forgot. Pulls out the gold coin from the town center. We have also potential lead.
I already briefed them as you dragging Flitz to the weaponsmith.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, could you also like investigate coin, see if maybe it was alchemic?
Are you asking Theon this?
Yes.
Theon goes, I am unsure how this coin is relevant. Can you explain?
Well, Corvin.
You know what? Hold that thought. Again, I'm going to go wake Cedric. I will be right back.
No problem. Corvin helped me out on this one. I'm not really that great with words.
I mean, you explained it very well last time.
Spur of moment thing.
Corey looks through your group and goes, I'm gonna actually go to my room as well. I'm gonna go check in on Diana and see how she's doing. I'll probably talk to you guys in the morning.
Night to night, then.
Lily will pipe up before Corey leaves. Actually, do you mind if I come with you? I need to talk to, Diana about something.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully she won't mind a late night conversation.
Sorry, it's kinda last minute.
That's okay. Come on. Kinda nodding down the hall. So it is currently Flit, Rovan, and Corvin waiting unless anybody else decides to leave.
I think Flit will retire to her room as well, and let Corvin and Rovan discuss with Cedric and Theon.
Okay. Cool. So, after a little bit of time, Theon, Cedric, Corvin, and Rovan are together in the meeting room. And
Yep.
Corvin, just for the sake of time, Corvin and Rovan, you both kind of go over the events at the events of Mount Doomhorn, as well as the potential lead you got via the coin. And Cedric, who's been rather quiet trying to listen to this, goes, I admit this is quite troubling. But the good news is that we do have the bow now, so we can at least make sure to secure that. Which, think about it now, I think Flit had the bow, did you not?
I would have pulled it out once we got
Okay.
to Dragon's Reach and with Theon.
Cool. As you guys are having this conversation, Theon makes like a portal and steps through it with the bow. So it's just you, Cedric, and Corvin, Cedric, and Rovan in the room at the moment. So Cedric kind of has like his head in his hands, and he seems to be thinking for a moment, trying to think of what to say next. He goes, so we have to now worry about potential local governments being paid off. Is that what you're telling me?
Not paid off. This was a anonymous donation that which allowed the government to use it as they saw fit, which coincided with giving a massive payout to a bunch of people that was which just so happened to be enough for Dr. Callahan's research.
I see. So they're far more knowledgeable than we give them credit for. That's troubling.
It's also... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you.
Somebody go ahead, please.
Joe.
He muted.
Motherfucker. You know what? I could top that.
I think he might have had to do something IRL.
God damn it. Anyways, Ravan kind of looks and goes, there are plenty of ideas for this. It could be ways of being able to mass cover operations that would require specific donation amounts without having to alert other authorities. However, I have pondering thoughts as well that have been, popping up, so to speak. Two thoughts, actually. First, if this happened on another continent, what about, if this happened on this continent, what about other continents? Especially ones that are currently embroiled within either conflict or closer to conflicts. Would this not be a way of weakening forces?
I mean, to also be fair, Gaia is a continent that is not under any kind of Vanihir. There is not a member of the Vanihir God in that entire area.
No,
It could
but
slip
we
in
do have
and be undetected.
There are no members of the Vanihir God there, but we do have allies in Gaia, including King Stormborn.
Which means they might be targeting people you may have forgotten, or those that you do not keep in touch with as often. However, there is something I wish to ask of you.
Yes.
Theory. I have theory. I discussed with Corvin, but I wish to ask this.
Please.
With members of the Hellfire Assembly and their skill sets. Marissa, Bison, Amnon, Weston, the Necromancer, and now a revived, Ariana.
You can see a sort of remorseful look as you mention Ariana.
Does this not seem like mirror to you?
Kind of sits there and thinks for a few moments. I can definitely see the parallels, yes.
Which means we know of these members. But what about potential others? Who would be opposites to those that haven't had at least a connection already made?
Are you saying that this team, this group, may be tailor-made to combat us? To mirror us?
I believe so.
Exactly. I believe that, Normandir has learned the lesson from original. He is how do you say? He is tailoring his stratagem, building his defenses, but more importantly, picking his weapons for each occasion, tailoring his people to combat each and every one of you. These are just the people we know about. What about the ones we don't? The ones that are to mirror the other members of Vanahir Guard that we have met, but not met their counterparts.
He's kind of nodding as you're saying this, and you had something else. Please go ahead.
Which brings up question. Do you have any prior enemies from back then that would be capable of matching your skills in other arts?
Is there
Nicholas, so to
anybody-
speak.
Yes, is there anybody who comes close to Nicholas's, well, creativity is what I want to use.
Ingenuity.
Yes, ingenuity.
He kind of leans back in his chair a bit, kind of crossing his arms, and he thinks for a few moments, and he goes, I have a few potential ideas. I may have to confide in the guard with this information and see how they think. But if what you're saying is true, then that means we do have a secret weapon up our sleeve. That'd be your group.
I could see
Yes.
wildcard.
Yes, and with the assembly pretty much getting one over on it, they probably underestimated us at this point. And then he says
However-
next... Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. I interrupted you.
I'm gonna say this next bit with kind of a wicked grin. Oh, how sweet it's going to be to topple them off that pedestal they built for themselves.
Indeed. But that being said, now that we have this potential theory, let's not get sloppy. I don't expect any of you to, but if they are underestimating you, if they are underestimating underestimating us, jeez, we will make sure to make them
Birds.
pay for it. For everything they've done. But, fortunately, until we gain more information, there's not too much we could do except keeping you on the track we currently have going. The war over in the Fierce Lands is intensifying. Corvo and Marrow are deep within enemy territory right now, getting bundles of information. It seems that Nicholas is close to a breakthrough. So, what we're gonna need from you now is to make sure to continue this course of action we set you on, and continue getting stronger so that way when conflict breaks out, and it will break out, that you all are just as ready.
What's next is the staff.
The staff of Zigu. For that, on the bright side, your next step is a bit closer to home. You all are going to be here in Dragon's Reach, in fact. As we've mentioned before, the knowledge of the staff, sorry, retconning that a little bit because I fucked that up a bit. The staff is deep within an underwater trench inside an ancient temple, but the key to this temple is known as the Star Shard. I entrusted a certain individual in the town, Flint Orion, to hide the Star Shard away from prying eyes. So, unfortunately, he is the only one who knows what it is. The good news is that he owes us a favor. He owes me, specifically, a favor. So, what I recommend you do is that you don your Sunday best, leave your weapons here, as the weapons are not allowed in the Orion Club, but find the Chroma Rose Tavern, and I'll put this in the thing. The Chroma Rose Tavern. It's a small bar here in the city, and talk to the bartender. His name's Smoke. Gain access to the
OT?
Orion Club by any means necessary, and talk to the boss. Flint is an opportunist, so he will definitely jump at the ability to pay off any debts he may have.
Yes, but to do this, if we say if we show him our badges and say that he owes you a favor, specifically you, how much is he going to try and gain from this?
He'll probably have some secondary objective, yes. He is, again, an opportunist, but he would never send you out of your way to... He is not a man of inconvenience. He won't send you out of your way to accomplish something that doesn't already line up with your goals. So my guess is that he will add on a secondary objective to your goal. I would expect he would probably ask you to retrieve another priceless artifact or valuable gem. But just, if it comes down to it, try to negotiate, but don't be afraid to accept his terms. He's not one to form... What's the word I'm looking for? Above game. To form impossible deals. He's an opportunist, but he's not an abusive negotiator. In the end, everyone should get what they want.
Also, hey Tart, did you say talk to Smoke? Is that the name?
Yes,
of the bartender?
Smoke.
Okay, I could have sworn you said Smoke for some reason, but
Yeah, no, smoke, like fire smoke. He specifically said he was the bartender.
alrighty then.
Seems that most of your party was quite tired, though, so I do suggest you possibly retire for the night and pursue this, perhaps tomorrow. As from the sounds of it, you all had quite a hectic adventure.
Yeah, it was, crawling up the mountain was definitely interesting, and, Eisennerith is, I mean, I'm not going to admit, even though I was exhausted upon the re-entry, that was a wild ride.
Oh, I can absolutely imagine. Eisennerith, even as renowned as our party was, did not take too kindly to us. The only individual he truly respected amongst our party was Kana.
But he said himself.
I'm sure he did.
Well, hopefully we left some kind of impression on him.
Oh, I'm
But
sure.
I guess we should rest then.
I need to retire for the night as well. If the war's going to pick up, I'm going to need as much rest as I possibly can. He says, kind of like standing up. You two have a wonderful night, though. Get some rest. Gods know you both deserve it. And he retires for the evening. And I assume you two do as well.
Yepper.
First, it would be very cliche, but first thing Corbin's gonna do is gonna send a message to Aura. Hey, just made it back in. You up?
Hey, in town. You up?
Listen, just because it's cliche doesn't mean it isn't appropriate.
Listen, if she's already asleep, then he's gonna retire to his room in the castle. If not, he's going back to the ship.
Let me see. Hold on. Here's where I, as the DM, have to think about the context of receiving a sending message while asleep. Do you wake up for it? Does it like wake you up? Do you run into the chance of you sleeping through it? Do you like hear it when you wake up in the morning? The fucking dynamic of it is weird. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna roll a check to see if she's currently awake.
That sounds like a sound idea, because holy shit, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, it's complex, right? Like, you you don't think about it. Then once you do, you're just like, oh shit, how does that work?
Like, it's a message that gets sent to your brain, but
Yeah.
if your brain is unconscious, I assume it doesn't take.
I'm
But
actually...
you know it.
Hold on. I'm gonna look this up, because I'm actually curious now. I'm curious as to what other DMs say. Receiving a sending message while asleep.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. No, you're good. No, I don't care about sleep texting. What the fuck? Ivy.
This is-
Let's see.
Slide into the.
How does sending spells interact with sleeping targets? Because there is
Are
no
you-
requirement for being conscious or awake, then we can read the spell to function as is in terms of being able to send a message and allowing the recipient to respond. How this actually works can be up to the DM. Okay. So what I'll do, I guess, is that going forward, if somebody is asleep when they receive the message, I'll just determine whether or not they wake up from it.
Cart.
I'm just imagining that someone, the sleeping target, gets the message, and here's the response.
I just.
You get the response
God.
8 hours later.
Or like,
Huh? What? Yeah, that sounds great.
I just realized Corvin's trying to slide into Ara's dream M's.
Yes.
I'm not giving. I'm giving inspiration once today. I'm not doing it again. Fuck off.
I will say, maybe here I have a fun alternative. If the spell fails, instead of like getting nothing back, what the sender gets out of context, what the sender gets is what they are thinking in their dream out of context.
Oh god. Oh, that sounds horrible. But anyways,
But I mean,
after a couple moments, you send that message off, and after a couple moments, you get a message back from Ara saying, "Yeah, I'm up now. Feel free to come over if you want. It'd be good to see you. Yeah, sure."
he doesn't say anything, and he is just going to turn heel and head out towards the docks.
Okay. The streets are pretty empty considering that it is midnight, but you do find a couple people still like moving around, like either going home from like a late shift or a couple like drunken dudes like stumbling home from the bar. There is still like a nightly guard present, so the streets do feel somewhat like protected. But you make your way over there, and she has already fallen back asleep by the time you get over there.
Yeah, he's just gonna give her a hug and just plop right next to her.
Yeah. Ravon, you said you were gonna retire for the night too?
Yeah, probably just immediately throwing off the armor, just taking Raikiri and just cuddling with the sword, just going.
Cool sword. Ravon has dreams of shooting lightning bolts with Raikiri.
He's just shooting the dog out of the sword.
Like, I just had a silly thought. What if Raikiri is his alarm clock to just jolt him awake?
It's like Ash with Pikachu.
Yes.
Alright. On that note, we're gonna rewind a little bit, and we're gonna cut over to Lily and Corey, who are over at Corey and Diana's room. Corey Lily, as you and Corey come up, Corey kind of like holds her hand out and goes, just wait here 1 second, let me see how she's doing. And she kind of opens the door and she goes in. And she doesn't close the door behind her, so you can kind of peek in if you want. And you would see a sleeping Diana. Corey kind of goes over and like gently like wakes her up. They exchange greetings. Diana's like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And they hug, they kiss, and then Diana kind of looks over and goes, "Oh, Lily, sorry, I'm not quite decent right now." Kind of like covering herself with the blanket. Is there something you need?
Lily doesn't want to interrupt anything, or Lily feels bad for waking up Diana. If I can come back in the morning, if that'd be better.
No, it's all right. It's good to see you guys. I assume that your trip was good then, yeah?
It was something.
Corey kind of speaks up. It was hectic. But we made it out. And she kind of looks at you both and goes, That's good. I'll have to hear all about it." Kind of rubbing her eyes, she goes, "But what do you need? I'm more than happy to help, as long as I don't have to get up."
No. I just had a question. You're from Dragon's Reach, right?
Yeah, born and raised. Well, I think born.
You see, Lily's face gets kind of pink at mentioning, mentioning everything. I have a date, and I have
Lily,
no
that's
idea where to
great.
take her.
Oh, that's wonderful. Who is it? What's she like? What's her name?
Her name is Genia. And she's a Goliath. She's a tailor.
I'm gonna right now see if Diana actually knows who that is. History check. Which, I guess I should probably pull up her sheet to do that, shouldn't I? See what her modifier is. Which it should be pretty good. Check here. Let's see, Diana, what is your history modifier? That's pretty good! She goes, "Oh, yeah, she works for Greta Maryhorn, right? Her assistant. Yeah, you guys would be cute together."
Aside from the obvious height difference.
Oh, height is just a number.
Height is just a number.
It's true.
But Lily tousles her hair. Yeah, I'm just not sure where to take her. And I didn't know if you knew somewhere nice.
I can recommend a good date for you guys. Take her to this lovely restaurant. It's called Kirakai. And I will post that in the chat for you. Kirakai. Have a lovely dinner, and then afterwards take her on a walk through for shut the fuck up, Joe. I see you. And then take
Listen,
her...
sorry.
You're good. And then take her on a walk through Firefly Park at night. Take her over to the fountain. Have a sit. Have a nice talk. You guys will have a lovely night. If you are going to go to the Kirakai, though, I'd go there probably in the morning and get a reservation made. Because they book up quite quickly. If anyone gives you trouble, you tell them that you remember the Vanity Guard, and they should, well, I assume they should clear up some space for you. You can see the drowsiness is kind of coming back to her.
I was typing.
You're good.
Lily nods and speaks up. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You get some rest now.
Yeah, of course. You get some rest, and I really hope your date goes well, Lily. You deserve it.
Lily blushes further and just kind of nods. And then sees herself out, and I guess that's to her room.
Okay. We are going to, before we have our long rest, we're gonna cut over to Flit. Flit, you had something you wanted to do.
Yeah. I would like to poke my head in on Sarah's room.
Okay. Make me a stealth check with advantage. Actually, you know what? Sarah's got 2 levels of exhaustion. No check required.
Yeah, she just passed out.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? Raven is in there, and Raven does not have exhaustion. I will require a stealth check.
22.
22? You kind of poke your head in, and Raven still seems to be slumbering a bit. Not really aware of your presence yet.
I'm actually going to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Psst. Hey, Raven.
You see the ears kind of perk up, and she kind of sits up and looks at you. Huh?
I'm gonna put my finger to my lips. Shh. Let's not wake Sarah. Can I talk to you?
Yeah. Sure. What? Hi, Flit.
Hi, Raven. Why don't we come out here and we can talk for a little bit?
Okay. And Raven kind of wiggles their way out of Sarah's grasp and goes down onto the floor, kind of moves over to the door, kind of like stretching as they go along. And Sarah, you are passed out. You have 2 levels of exhaustion, so you don't feel this at all.
Kind of figured.
But Raven kind of comes over, and you are both now in the hallway. It's kind of weird you being able to, like, understand me.
Well, it's a spell I have, and I think it lets me talk with animals like you and Toshi and Rocky and Muggsy.
Ah, that's cool. And then they kind of like yawn. Ah. Do the big doggo yawn.
Yeah. I'd like to play a little game with Sarah, but not right now. A little bit later, and I'd like you to help me.
I like games. Are we gonna throw the ball? Are we gonna go walkies?
No. Actually, it's going to be, running around.
I see.
Eh.
Yeah, sure.
So, in the morning, there's going to be another little furry friend around here. And I would like for you, Raven, to run around and play with them. And, just be a little, you could be a little, growly if you would like, but, just something along those lines.
You said another furry friend. Do you mean like Frostbite? 'Cause Frostbite's pretty cool. A bit rough. They bite, but
Yeah. And I'm going to whisper into Raven's ear the rest of the plan.
okay. Cool. And on that, we fade to black, and everyone gets a long rest.
Hey, slap.
The big slip. The next morning, Flit, what do you plan to do?
I'm going to sneak inside Sarah's room again.
Okay. Sarah,
And, well-
you wake up a bit earlier before Sarah wakes up and sneak into her room once again. Raven hears you come in this time, but she kind of sees you and doesn't really do much. Kind of like the puppy, like, acknowledging nod.
I'm going to sneak on over. Well, actually, I don't need to sneak on over. I just need line of fire. And I am going to look at Sarah. I'm going to make eye contact with her. And I'm going to cast polymorph.
Okay.
And I'm going to change her into a cat.
Okay. Now, in all fairness,
Oof.
I do have to give Sarah a chance to resist this, even though she is asleep. So, Sarah...
Disadvantage with a level of exhaustion.
You have disadvantage on the save. And
Uh,
I can't really give you double disadvantage because of the fact that you're asleep. Double disadvantage doesn't exist. But go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. And I'll say because you're asleep with the exhaustion, we're going to say there's a -5 to your save.
Oh no!
Oof.
That's a 3.
That's a 3. So, Sarah, you feel a weird feeling kind of come over your body in the midst of your sleep. And you kind of stir and you look down and flip. What's... You said a cat?
Yes, a small tabby.
Okay. Sarah, you kind of... You feel like this disturbance kind of come over your body and you start stirring a bit to the sound of what appears to be growling. And you look up and you kind of open your eyes and you see Raven, who is looking at you growling. The fur is kind of like cocked a bit. And the first thing you notice is that Raven's a lot bigger than you remember. And then you think, wait, Raven's not big. I'm small. And then you look down and you see your tabby paws. What do you do?
Oh, fuck. Raven,
I would like
no,
I would,
it's me. Down.
And
So-
Raven begins to stand slowly. What's up, CJ?
I would like to point out that while you are polymorphed, you share the mental stats of the creature polymorphed.
That is a good point.
Oh.
Hold up. Cat. 5e.
Hey.
Stats, as that didn't help me. They gave me a kind of wire. So, Sarah, your intelligence right now is a 3. Your wisdom's a 12, though.
Hey, +1.
But you have a 3 intelligence currently as a cat.
Just going to pull this up quickly so that I have it. Okay, so what exactly does that mean for me?
It means that you probably right now are thinking, oh shit, I'm a cat. Oh shit, that's a big dog that looks angry.
Okay, so Sarah's probably getting out of bed and running.
Okay.
Still open.
You jump down off the bed and take off into the hallway, and Raven follows suit, barking and growling. You two start gunning it. I need some dramatic music for this. Hold on.
Is it safe to assume that Sarah's tail is all, like, poofed out now?
Absolutely. Sarah, you and Raven gun it down the hall. The rest of you hear barking and cat hissing as this ruckus starts coming down the hall. What do the rest of you do?
What is so nice?
Anyone who would peek their heads out into the hall would see Raven chasing a tabby cat.
I think that'd honestly just be Ravon and Lily.
It would just be Ravon and Lily, and the cardboard cutouts of Corey and Diana, I guess. So Diana's like, what's happening? Is that cat?
Who owns cat?
Oh, wait, Raven, no! And Diana starts like chasing after Raven.
Ugh. 3 animals now in Palace. What is next? Fire raining from sky. Cat dancing goblins.
Flit, my question is now, what do you do, my friend?
I am casually hanging out watching this carnage.
Okay.
And then after a couple minutes, I'm going to use one of my wild shapes.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at the polymorph description, and I just noticed something.
Mm-hmm.
The spell has no effect on a shape changer.
That's not a shifter, though.
You're a humanoid.
Oh, damn.
That would be something like a changeling or,
Werewolf.
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I'm going to burn a wild shape.
Okay.
I would like to turn into a wolf as well. Very
Okay.
similar to Raven.
Okay.
And I would like to partake it on this.
Man, this is like some Tom and Jerry bullshit going on right now.
Oh god.
In the meantime, Sarah is looking for the nearest curtain.
Okay. I mean, there are plenty of curtains, just no open windows.
That's okay. She is clawing her way up a curtain.
Okay. You go into, like, an open study, and you find a curtain. You quickly ascend. You're a cat, so I'm not gonna make you roll a fucking check. I am, however, gonna roll a check for the curtain. To see if you rip it down. So, Sarah, high or low?
Hi.
High? That is a 99. You run over and you scale up the curtain and you look back down just in time to see another wolf identical to Raven pull up next to her. Both of them just barking and growling at you. Eventually, after a few moments, Diana comes in and goes, What? What? Why are there... Oh my gosh. No. And comes over to... Let's see. Which wolf does she pick? Comes over to Flint and goes, Raven, no, stop! And she can't make an animal handling check because this is Flint, not Raven.
Wait. I just had a realization.
Yes.
Where's the two mastiffs?
They were in Flint's room, weren't they?
I intentionally left them out.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I know. 4 seemed a bit much. As Diana kind of goes over and tries to animal hand me, I'm going to look at her as a wolf and give her a wink and then go back to barking.
She's gonna insight that. Okay. She goes, what? I get it. I get this. Okay. And then she kind of stands up and looks at the cat and goes, psst, psst, psst. I'm here, baby. It's alright. And she kind of like holds her hands out to take you.
Can I make a wisdom saving throw to see if Sarah falls for that?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Make me a wisdom saving throw. You still have disadvantage because you do have exhaustion, right? Because I would assume exhaustion carries over into polymorph.
It
would.
does say only ability checks, so I don't know if that counts for saving throws.
I would still say exhaustion carries over into polymorph.
But here's my question though. So before going to bed, so as we went into Mortar, Sarah had 2 levels, yes?
Yeah,
no, I had 3.
She had
3? Oh.
She had 3. She dropped to 2, and then upon this rest, she would have dropped to 1.
Okay.
So, it has come to my realization that a 5e cat has a higher wisdom stat than Sarah. As it is a 12.
Oh my god, they do.
So, that being said, we're gonna add, because you are, I believe you would be using the cat stats for these checks. We are gonna add the +1 to it. So it would be a 17. And on that wisdom save, you get the impression that Diane is not trying to be malicious in any way.
Oh, I was gonna go for if she passed, she wasn't gonna do it because there's 2 dogs below me. If she failed, she was.
Alright, fair enough. She goes, "Psst, psst, come here, baby, it's okay." And you just kind of hold your, well, I would say ground, but hold your curtain. What do the rest of you do? Specifically, Lily and Rovan. And I guess, well, Flint's there. So.
Lily at that point would open her door probably to the barking. And, well, more howling, growly? What the fuck? Do wolves bark?
Yes.
They're dogs.
They do? Okay, yeah, but I've always heard wolves to howl. I've never heard a wolf bark.
Well, they can bark.
Dogs, yes.
So
They
they
can
howl to communicate with one another. Barking, I'm not sure what they do it for, but I know they do bark.
Remind me, what time of day is this, or night?
This is in the morning. A bit earlier than you guys would have gotten up. It's maybe like 6 a.m.
Oh yeah, no. Rovan's not having any of this. He immediately goes, he's walking over, and he's gonna pick up these 2 dogs.
Easy enough. Not even questioning, like, oh, there are 2 dogs. Oh well. You essentially like scoop them under your arms like fucking briefcases.
I am immediately going to put them. Is there a random room in here?
You're in like a study, but you could find another random room. There are
I'm just
plenty
gonna
of
open
rooms.
a door, put them both behind the door, close the door, go over to the cat, pick up the cat, and just immediately go, alright, I'm some kitty orphanage or whatever there is.
Hearing that, Sarah thought.
Ravon, I don't think you can just pick up the cat. The cat is currently much higher.
But he is like 8 feet tall.
Fair point.
I was gonna give it to him as he is quite tall.
I
mean, I'd be willing to roll to jump for it.
Like, really high ceilings.
What was that,
I'll
Sarah?
jump.
I said I assumed this was one of the rooms that had like really high ceilings.
Nah, this was a study. The ceiling wouldn't be too terribly high in this. Fucking Joe. Joe, I've already given you inspiration once today. Stop.
I love this.
You can't stop the pun train once it's left the station.
Listen, we had a whole thing about eggs earlier, and he was just on too much of a tear. He is all warmed up.
That's true.
I'm all hopped up on gamer stuffs, bro.
So, Flit, you and Raven are now inside another room. It appears to just be like another random guest bedroom that nobody's currently using. What do you do?
Let's just gonna look back to Raven and just kind of, I guess, give that like coyote hyena chuckle, and turn back into Flit and open the door.
Okay.
And she'll walk out with Raven, and at this point, Raven's, I'm just gonna kind of turn to Raven and it's like, I think she's had enough.
Do you say this loud enough for everyone to hear?
Yep.
Okay, so you all hear that.
Oh, Sarah! Looking at the cat.
Sarah, you are smart enough to recognize your own name, I will say.
I kind of assumed. She turns to look at Flit.
Please don't shoot me with arrows again, and I dispel polymorph.
Okay, that made sense.
Okay, Sarah falls out of the polymorph. I'm guessing still in Rovan's arms.
Rovan is still holding you.
Rovan's picking her up with like 3 fingers, and now it's just like dangling.
Hang in. It's like the hang in there.
Just kind of like, it takes like 2 seconds to process, and then he's just like, oh.
Oh, much bigger now.
And Sarah's kind of sputtering and like, what the fuck? It's not my fault! I don't try to!
Oh, this could have been disastrous. I was about to take you to Kitty Orphanage.
Why do you think I tried clawing at you?
I like the concept of kitty orphanage.
Look, Sarah. You would claw me just because you could claw me.
Okay, you have a point.
I know I have points. And he immediately like taps spear. This is point.
Shut up. Shut.
I'm assuming he's still holding her.
Yes.
Yeah.
The spear
He's
like
still holding.
appears between his teeth.
She looks at him and narrows her eyes and pokes him.
Okay. Okay, now you're going to learn the hard way. Where's the nearest water fountain?
We have those?
I'd assume there's one in a garden somewhere.
I was about to say,
Oh.
there's one in the courtyard.
I was thinking drinking fountains like what at Walmart.
Nope, Ravon's taking Sarah out to that water fountain.
Sarah, if you want to try to break out of this grapple, I would say roll me an acrobatics check. Ravon, it would be an athletics check to resist. And I will say you cannot use Channel Divinity on this.
That's fine. So, in athletics, you said?
Yes, break a 13, my man.
Let's see. 17.
17. Yeah, he's got you. Ravon, you make your way out to the courtyard where there is a fountain waiting.
Lift Sarah up.
Swear to God, if you drop me, I'm going to you.
Say you're
like-
sorry.
Can I roll intimidation?
Sure, yeah. Roll intimidation, Ravon. Roll me a charisma save.
Boy, charisma saves.
21.
Alright. Get the dice.
Whoa.
And
Oh!
do we
Wait a minute. Is that with
it's
your
a
aura?
It's a save. That would be with his aura. So it would actually be like a 23.
Oof.
Man, paladins are crazy.
Fucking as shit.
Ravon, you feel intimidated for a moment, and then you go, nah, this is worth it.
Totally worth it. And immediately just like, you know how you would do the bottle flip challenge?
You ass!
What, are you like grabbing her by the skull? Fucking yeet!
No, I mean I'm just flipping her by like the collar of her shirt. If I were to do a skull, that's oof. I don't even want to think about that.
If that's the case, Sarah, roll me a dex save to see if you fucking land on your feet like a bottle.
15.
15? I'd say that's enough. You do a full flip in the air and you hit the water and there is a splash. You do get kind of wet, but you like manage to land on your feet. And Ravon, you're just like, yes.
Dabs.
Fucking
Okay.
air horns start going.
Just
Okay,
deep
you know
fried
what?
bass.
He deserves this. I'm using my shifting feature and running at him and using my bite attack.
Sure, roll me an attack.
Alright, this is gonna be a fun day today. I can already tell how it's gonna start.
Roll initiative. No, I'm not
Can I just add? Can I just add the caveat that Flint has followed them and is just in the corner smiling this whole time?
The,
Flint, Diana's there with you and is just kind of not confused, but I don't know. She seems, I guess, grateful.
the exhaustion level says disadvantage on ability checks, so does a weapon attack count as that?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I have a dumb idea. I have a really dumb idea. Oh, that's...
21.
Does 21 hit you, Ravon?
I mean, I don't have my Shield of Faith up, so... Yeah.
And you took off your armor.
Uh-huh. So that's
So,
definitely gonna hit.
Yeah, that should definitely hit. Sarah, roll damage. Ravon, you
6.
take 6 points of damage as Sarah just bites you as you're laughing.
Alright. You know what? Training begins now. Going for a grapple. And I hate to ask this, Tart. May I?
I'll say on this one, you can do Channel Divinity, yes.
Sarah, this is not gonna be lethal,
As
but
you are
it's
now
gonna be
prepared
funny.
for this.
Can I roll a dex save?
I would say if he's trying to grapple you, you can do an acrobatics check to avoid it.
Oh god.
Another 13. 25. As your teeth are still sunk into his flesh, he just with his other hand just kind of palms your face.
And now, for the fun part.
And today was the day Ravon killed Sarah.
Not yet. We're not there.
I like that this is way past the point of Flint's prank wrapping up, and now we're getting into friendly fire.
This is training.
Like,
No, this is
We
like
always-
rivalry.
like we always figured that Sarah's gonna be the one to get the first party kill, not Ravon.
So
And
Ravon,
now-
what are you doing here?
You
I
know
just
what?
wanna say quick, this is not training. This is sibling rivalry.
You know what? She bit me. So, I'm gonna get the spray bottle. There's the fountain shooting up, right?
It is, yes.
Face to the fountain. You getting the spritz?
In my homeland, this is what is known as swirly.
This is what we... I used to do this. Oh, this reminds me of olden days. Brother, yeah. Ah, my brother did this to me quite a many times. I hated him for this.
So, to narrate this, with Sarah's teeth still embedded in your flesh, you grab the back of her scruff like a dog, and you just kind of lift her up, take her over to the fountain. You just kind of hold her head over the fountain as it sprays into her face.
And you just hear Ravon go, no, no, bad, bad, bad adoptive sister, bad. You do not do this. You are better than this. I will take you back to orphanage.
Better than this. Also, if Ravon was not on the list before, he absolutely needs to be added now, as that was friendly fire.
Ah, true.
Oh, that was
Okay.
the intended friendly fire.
It still counts.
No. It's intended though.
Ah, fine. But eventually things calm down. You all begin your business of the day, and that's where we're going to wrap our session tonight.
Eh,
Excellent.
Hey.
end our session on a swirly, on a positive note.
Yes. Yes.
Let's get a bit
Swirly.
back.
So yeah, I had that cooked up like a month ago.
CG, you're a beautiful, 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 beautiful.
I
bastard.
warned Sarah that the third time that this happened, there would be countermeasures. And then you know what?
God, you did. I forgot about that.
I'm gonna
Yup.
point out Lily would be watching in kind of horror in like pinstripe pink pajamas with like bunny slippers. They're just an absolute mess.
Let's
Like-
kick off our outro tonight with our very own swirly expert, Rovan. J. Frost, where can people find you?
Well, other than the bathroom, giving swirlies to apparently everybody. You can find me at
Good luck catching me.
I mean, fair enough. Challenge accepted. But you can find me at twitch.tv/jfrost747 and at Twitter at jfrost747, where tomorrow, don't know what I'm going to do. Probably just going to chill, relax. Wednesday, might do a little bit of some Blood Bowl, because now we are entering, once the final games are done, the semi-finals for our Blood Bowl League. So hell yeah. Going to be rocking on with the undefeated Lems.
Okay. Cool. Pick someone.
You know what? They deserve this. Sarah, you're up.
They can find me at twitch.tv/wolfstalker16. I am back to streaming. I'm just still having a hard time getting up the motivation to do it. But I am also still promoting my best friend Taylor. Tart, if you still have the GoFundMe link, could you put it in chat quick?
I am currently trying to find it. I know I have it.
Okay. Taylor is raising money to have her rescue dog, Coco. She is a 8-month-old Australian Shepherd Rottweiler mix, trained as a service dog. Because Taylor suffers from debilitating PTSD to the point that she cannot function in public. She shuts down if there's more than 2 people. Coco is going to help her combat that. Coco is going to give her her life back. So, Coco goes to training November 6th, but Taylor still needs the rest of the money to do payment for Coco's service dog training. If you guys are able to donate, please do, but do not put yourselves in a bad situation. Taylor is very thankful for any help she can get, as am I. Taylor is, as I said, my best friend, and it means the world to me. River.
Hi. You can find me over at twitch.tv/wickedriver97, where you can find my Curse of Strahd game tomorrow. I don't remember what we were doing on it, because I never do.
You were children.
I think we're still children. This is going on longer than we expected, and I think we've diverted into a weird situation. But you can find me there tomorrow, so hope you swing on by. Joe, take it!
Talking about me or your husband?
You!
Okay. You can find me at Twitter at the Joe Mojo, where I post mostly a bunch of nonsense / shilling, and updates for my streams at twitch.tv/Joe_Mojo, where we got done with the spooky levels in Mario and Rabbids. We're almost towards the end of the game, thank Christ. And we got let me see if I can pull the link, because we had a funny little foul happened yesterday during my last regular season match with Mr. JMP08. And yeah, just there you go. There's the clip. And I'm going into it at 6th place. I'm going into the finals. I'm going into the qualifiers at 6th place. Woo! Not out of the ring yet. There's going to be a big announcement coming probably this weekend, probably sometime Monday. Can't really give too much details on that just yet, but until then, CG, take this. Here.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Poof. I got it. Hello. You can find me nowhere because I'm not much for social media, but you can find me here every Monday for our lovely game. Every other Tuesday, today is our off week for our Curses Strahd campaign, as well as every Thursday with Legends of Ambria over on Jack the Questionable's channel. Our party, in Curses Strahd recently conquered Yester Hill,
Woo!
which absolute congrats to them, because oh boy, did they dodge a rather scary boss encounter.
CG was telling us after the stream that we had a solid chance to TPK if we had fucked that up.
Yup. You sending Choggy invisible through the brush was probably the best move you guys made.
Woo! You're smart!
Yeah. Because even though you guys destroyed the effigy, they would have probably still had been able to grab the gem because they were all right there.
But we were smart.
Yes, you were.
We were big brain. We gained many wrinkles that day.
Indeed. With little does everyone know, but with levels come wrinkles.
Yes.
So you got about 6 wrinkles, 7 wrinkles?
7 wrinkles.
I have
Nice.
exactly 14 wrinkles, and not a single one more.
That's
Don't you
7
have
on each lobe.
Yep.
Don't you have like an intelligence-based subclass?
Technically, yeah. My spellcasting modifier is my intelligence, which is a 14. The fighter of the party has the highest intelligence of the group. That's a good sign.
Better than us.
Says the bard.
Yeah, that's it for me. Tart, why don't you send us out?
You can find me here at twitch.tv/fartingtart, where tomorrow I am going to be doing my amazing return back to the world of Shantae, and we're going to be doing Shantae and the Seven Sirens Waifu Wars, number 4, the waifooning.
The Forgotten Wars.
The Forgotten Wars. But yes, we're going to be doing that this week, and then whenever we finish that up, the plan is to jump back into, we're going to try to finish up a game that came out a little while ago now, and we're going to try to jump into Psychonauts 2, unless something comes up, which I don't think it will, but if it do, we will be doing something else. But that is the plan for now. But for now, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to do a little bit of a raid-y-roo. I think it's time to send us over to Trials of Eidos, yeah? Go bully Jakels. They seem to be in the middle of combat right now.
Ooh!
Monday. You know what that means?
What does it mean, Joe? Tell me.
No, that's the thing.
You know what it means.
Yeah, it's Monday. You know what that means.
You know what that means. But go show Jake a little bit of love. Go cheer on the boys to victory. And we will, rest in peace, Brody Lee. And we will be back next week for another episode of War of the Shattered Sun. Oh my god, can the command please work? Fucking, I typed it in.
You shout him out again.
No, I didn't. I typed it in and then I typed in the name and then it was like, oh, you want a channel here, yes? Fucking. But thank you all so much for joining us. We love you all so very much, and we hope you all have a lovely week. We will see you all next week, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.